Hello there. Welcome to the Sons of Kojima podcast. I am your host, the Superior Artist.
Woo.
And with me are a bunch of awesome people. We got Mr. Moogle himself.
What up?
We got Cass.
What's up?
We got Freddy Boy.
Hey!
We got Mr. Sleepy Lopple.
I'm crying like an anime fan on prom night.
And we got Mr. Freddy Fast. Fuck.
Junk phase, primed and ready.
Yeah.
Bringing the energy again. Man, oh man, Torres is like low-key the best entree provider of this show. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
We should keep a list. We should have people rank the best entrees of all time. They're easy to find. They're at the beginning of each show, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, you know what we should do?
Be a fun list.
When episode 100 comes around, we should do like a montage of all the entrees and see how they progressed and shit, you know?
Yeah.
Do you know how long that'd be though? Like 100, and it takes about
102 minute entrees? Yeah, that's
So-
true.
It probably take
200 minutes.
It'd be 99
at the
technically.
most.
So,
I guess.
I like the entrees.
I think I'll work on something for us actually.
Oh, wow. Very nice. All right. So, all that aside, hi everybody. Welcome to the 83rd edition of the SoKast, the Sons of Kojima podcast in longhand. So usually I call it the SoKast for short, but lately we've been doing the opposite. So thank you guys for coming. We appreciate it. We've got a lot to get to. And then after that, we're going to, go back to playing Overwatch. But speaking of what we need to get to and everything else, we usually reserve the first couple minutes for an announcement. And here it is. And I already sort of... we're probably going to get some flack. But the way I set it up, maybe we'll get even more flack. So tonight is the start of a new experiment. We have been talking, and we've decided that we're going to try moving the lozengers back to Sundays. Before, we used to do them on Sundays over the summer, and it worked out pretty well. We then sort of, got busy with our lives and all this other stuff, and it was harder to do them on Sunday nights. So we then moved them to Thursdays because everybody was already here, so it'd be easier to do them. But now that it's back to the summertime, we've been talking about moving them back to Sunday. And this could actually help because, we do a 3 to 4 hour podcast, and then we do a 2 to even 4 hour Let's Endure block. It's a lot, and sometimes by the second Let's Endure, if we do a second Let's Endure, we're a little bit tired. So hopefully the move to Sunday will help us, will help you guys. And you guys get 2 days of quality content instead of just one jam-packed night. So, I don't know, what do you guys think about that?
I like it.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that.
It makes
Sounds like a fantastic idea.
the indoors fresh.
And we have an excuse to go back to Overwatch tonight, so,
Absolutely.
works out perfectly.
I think that was the whole reason why you wanted to do
Yeah, I really want to play Overwatch.
Yeah.
You see, it's a great idea.
Overwatch.
like it.
Yeah, Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Yeah. So, that's the announcement that we're going to play Overwatch tonight. But no, seriously though, we've been talking about this for a little while. And, let's be honest. Like I said, doing those really long endures after a really long podcast, it's a lot, right? And what we also realized is that sometimes we'll rush through the podcast to get to the Let's Endures. Or we'll pick shorter Let's Endures because we don't want to be up too late. So this is just sort of a logistical thing that will hopefully benefit everybody. So, we're going to play Overwatch, but I'm just kind of joking about that. We've been talking about this for a while, so. All right, so enough of that. Let's get into some business. The first thing I want to open with is a nice little discussion. And that being on the topic of ad block. If you guys are not aware, Mr. Phil has really taken up this issue of ad block. You can assume why, but he's really, really harping on this ad block. Now, I'll go ahead, I'll peruse the forum, see if I can grab this for Mr. Bagel here to throw up on screen, but Mr. Phil is calling the use of ad block on YouTube theft and makes reference to some sort of obligation, some sort of unwritten contract about if you go to the videos and they're monetized, you have an obligation, a legal or moral binding, to watch ads, and if you don't, you're a thief. Let's get a discussion on that. Your guys' thoughts on ad block amounting to theft?
I've heard the argument before about ad block and how, it's money lost. That was a quote from Linkar, another fat idiot. But generally speaking, I think that people just, like Phil, just wants money, and apparently it's not based on view numbers anymore. It's ad-based. Ad-based how it gets paid now, I'm pretty sure. So now that he's getting this ad-based monetization, and that means that he's going to care about ads all of a sudden. Because he didn't care about ad block before. He said, if someone came to him and said, "Hey, I'm watching your videos with ad block," he said, "Oh, I don't care. You're still giving me views. So you're still giving me money." So clearly, the thing has changed, and clearly, since the way that he gets paid has changed, the way that he gets paid now is through ads. I'm pretty sure, and that means that he's going to get paid with ads. So if you have ad block, it means no money for him. So it's pretty much, I think it's karma, because he talks shit like, "Oh, you can have ad block all you want, doesn't matter, I'm still getting paid," and now it's flipped on him. And yeah, I think that idea is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I think that if your content is really good and you push the hard effort, I will support you. I will support you if you do good stuff, if you create good stuff. I will support you more than just watching your videos. But Phil, obviously, hell no, I would never do that. So I feel like if you don't want to support his content, and I think it's totally in the right for you to use ad block, and I feel that's the same way for anybody else. If you want to watch someone else and you don't like their content, or you don't support them, like Keemstar or something. If I want to watch a Keemstar video, I hate the guy, so I would never want to support him. So I use ad block. It's like standing up for what you believe in. Like, you don't agree with them, but you still want to see what they're doing. That's how I see it.
All right. Anybody agree? Disagree?
I agree with pretty much what he
Go ahead,
said.
Taurus.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Go ahead, Taurus.
Yeah. I was gonna say, wasn't he complaining about ads last year, and he's doing it again? So, this feels like a big deja vu. He's just complaining about the same thing he complained about last year.
It's interesting
Is it
because
really hurting him?
I mean, ads really haven't affected him for the longest time. I remember he had a little bit of a conversation about how it affected him for Project 7, because if people were watching a featured video, it wasn't counting towards ads, so it wasn't counting towards the view count. That was his argument. His argument was view count. It wasn't about ads generating income. It was about ads preventing, the lack of, if you blocked an ad, then you didn't count the view, which, again, his contract has always been based on the amount of views that he gets. So he never really was affected in this way. Now, though, now that he's been switched, and he's officially confirmed this. I mean, we've talked about this at length. When he announced the big announcement, Machinima fucked me over and all this other stuff. We were pretty sure, based on the language he was using, that he was switched to an ad-based contract, but we didn't have him just spell it out in black and white. And with this whole episode, he has officially spelled it out in black and white. So We do know for a fact now that he is on an ad-based contract, even though it was kind of obvious before.
Mm-hmm. And I remember when he had the King of Hate vlogs, like the one from like 2010 where he posted vlogs on. I'm pretty sure that was Google based. Like he got paid via ads, and since ad block wasn't as big of a problem as it is now, he still talked about it, but he didn't like care that much because he knew that most of his stuff was coming from DSP Gaming. So it always seemed like if it didn't really affect him all that much, then he didn't care about it. But as soon as it starts affecting him all, now he suddenly cares about it and all this shit. So he flip flops on the ad block. In the past he flip flops on the whole ad block problem a lot. It depends on if it affects him or not. Because if it affects him, he cares. If it doesn't, then he doesn't give a shit. Because it happened with Twitch when he had to be paid based off ads, and like I said, with the King of Hate blogs in 2010, it was the same deal because he was paid by Google, ad based, and now it seems like again now with Machinima, he's being paid via ads and not views anymore.
Mm-hmm. If we're looking at the forum thread, Muggle, have you got the forum thread for us?
Yeah, I have it on.
So he starts. So this thread starts off with a guy by the name of Broganya. I don't know, I'm terrible with names, but sort of gets the party started by addressing this. Phil sort of threw this out there, and he wanted to address it. He referenced adblock being theft in a different thread, and I believe, that there was some discussion to be had. So this guy here starts a thread. Hardcore parkour, quick to fucking dismiss it. Look at this fucking guy. Like, dude, puts out a thread, wants some discussion, already been covered, tries to shut it down, boom, immediately. Like, okay. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's grab this initial thread. Let's grab where this all started. Mr. Bagel, if you would please head here. And this should show where this all came from. This was a quote from Phil saying, "I've always been anti-ad blocker and I'm 100% against anyone who uses ad blocking software while consciously watching video content they know is monetized." That's a tricky one, right? Like, if you're using ad block, how do you know if it's monetized or not? Like, you're just supposed to know? You're supposed to know, like, oh, this person's in a position to where they want to make money off of these videos, so I should turn off ad block for them? If you're using ad block, you don't know what's monetized and what's not monetized. So I guess he's saying you should never use ad block, even though he uses ad block. And he's openly sort of not encouraged, I guess you could say, but he's definitely like sort of talked about ad block as though it was just common sense and just like an accepted thing that people do. But goes on and says, if you actively choose to watch someone's video content and they monetized it so they can make a living, that's an agreement. You watch the ad, they keep creating the content. Anything else is theft. That then turns into a discussion later on this thread.
Oh, the other ad block thread?
The first one was the second link I gave you, a few questions about Phil's reviews.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I have that.
And then that turns into this thread here, where we originally were at.
Ad block is not theft?
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind if I read this, or?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so he says, well, he got this off, of course he has to look it up on dictionary. Per dictionary.com, theft, the act of stealing, the wrongful taking and carrying away the personal goods of property of another. Learn see. He says, although theft can take many forms, the emphasis of definition here is quote-unquote wrongful. When a full-time YouTuber processes... God damn it, fucking hell, I got tongue-tied there. I'll read that again. When a full-time YouTuber processes content and monetizes it, that creates a contract with both YouTube and the viewer. You may watch said content for free as long as you watch the advertisement attached to it. If you do not watch that advertisement, you're taking deservedly earned revenue out of the pocket of the content creator, and that is both legally and morally wrong. And he gives an example: wrongful taking, and therefore, per dictionary.com, considered theft. The majority of the higher quality content, I like that, quality content on the internet is free to view because the advertisement revenue. This is a long-established model for many sources of information and entertainment. Broadcast television is another very popular one. Let's take television as a great example. People have bypassed the commercials in various ways in the last decade, recording DVR, on-demand video, etc. Nobody has been held accountable, nor prosecuted for it. And look what's happened. The emergence of pay-to-watch services such as Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, and the like. Television and advertisements is a dying medium because people found ways around watching the advertisements. Many shows only now be watched if, one, you subscribe to one of those on-demand services, or two, you watch the purchase of DVD and Blu-ray set after the season is over. Television is very much so turning pay-to-watch medium because you're bypassing all the advertisements that has made it free. He says, so if you want YouTube to also become a mandatory paid subscription, and gives another example, everyone has to get YouTube Red, and that by all means continue to use ad block on the site and steal to all your heart's content. You will be the first in line to whine, complain, and throw a temper tantrum when you no longer can watch anything on the internet for free instead of having to pay for it all because because of your short-sighted greed. I never used adblock and never will. It's incredibly annoying, especially for those clickbait sites. That's kind of ironic coming from him. That spam ridiculous amount of ads in your face, and you will never be able to use the vast majority of the internet of those advertisements if those advertisements didn't exist. Mature, intelligent, logical adults understand this. Sadly, the vast majority of internet users are not those kind of people.
So that was a lot to take in. But, just sort of addressing smaller points here. He gives sort of a legal sort of definition here. And if you look a little bit further down, if you go down a lot, you're going to see Hazard, who, man, this guy has really been putting a lot of thoughtful posts on the forums. This guy has been sort of like doing research. The last episode we had here, we talked about his sort of breakdown of Phil's review of Doom. And here we have a breakdown of YouTube's actual terms of service where he combats this idea that you're legally binded to view these ads. So I won't read all this for you guys. You guys can definitely check this out. But just to sort of sum this up, while Mr. Hazard here did find in the terms of service that there is this sort of language that by pressing the play button, pressing the play button, you are agreeing to their terms of service. What he found is that there really isn't much substance to the idea that by pressing the play button, you then are legally required to watch ads. He points to the fact that AdBlock is hosted on the Google Chrome store, the App Store, where they would be going and taking this stuff down if they actually had some sort of problem with this. And if this was such a burden to the point where it bothered Google, they would simply take AdBlock off. Then goes on to point out just the different gray areas. So while he did find a little bit of language that just talks about terms of service based on pressing the play button, he wasn't able to find anything that specifically said clearly, you must watch the ads or else you're doing something illegal or you're doing something that is against our terms of service. So that about does it. I mean, Phil continues on to just sort of try to say that it's morally wrong now. He sort of stepped off of the legally wrong and resorted to morally wrong. And as you guys know, I mean, morals are up to interpretation, right? I mean, cultures have different morals, people have different morals. So to tell somebody that it's morally wrong across the board, maybe to you it is, I would say, Darkside Phil. Maybe to you and your system of beliefs and experiences have brought you to the conclusion that you, personally, Phil, using ad block is morally wrong to you because you're in a position where you try to make money off of YouTube and you realize, and that's important to you and that makes a difference to you. But to the people that watch your video, the thousands, right, I would say tens of thousands a couple of years ago, but now thousands of people that watch your videos, that's up to them to decide. You put the content out there for free, and whatever happens after that is up to the consumer. It's not up to you. You can take the video down if you want, but what happens after that is up to the consumer, whether they want to watch it, first of all, and whether they want to watch it monetized or not. So that's basically my thoughts on it.
I agree.
Yeah.
So let me just scan through the viewer doc and see if anyone had some fancy font.
Someone's always messing with the goddamn font.
Ooh.
The font on the Google
Comic
Yeah,
Sans, boy.
Yee.
Someone
Alright.
probably did
It's all
do
about
that just
that
to fuck with
impact
us.
font.
Oh god, impact is even worse.
That's funny. All right, so that's taken care of.
I actually like Impact.
All right, so back to the googly doc.
Googly.
The googly moogly doc, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let me just scan through here and see if there are any anything with the ad block. I just want to see if anyone else had any point of view that they wanted to express. Here we go. Adding on to the ad block topic, I want to know what you guys think of the use of ad block. Is it more okay? Do you guys support it? Submitted. This is by Brogania, so that's the creator of the thread. So thank you for that. Okay, let's segue into this. This is Mr. Tick. This is the math wizard here who's created the Excel spreadsheet and sort of gave us a bit of like a what if kind of scenario, a formula to sort of calculate hypotheticals, sort of a novelty, I guess you could say. I want to make sure that I don't say like this is a absolute way to calculate this revenue. But anyways, he adds to the fold. Phil said last month and the last few months were good, and he puts in parentheses, which by the way would only be good with high CPM with low percentage of ad block users plus Leanna's earnings from her job. What do you predict he'll say at the end of the year? That this year was amazing or this year was tough?
I think he would say it would be awful for him.
Yeah, I think
I
he
don't
like
know.
does every
Yeah.
year. We just say, oh, last year was really bad, was full of negativity, so I'm gonna
And I'm
move
gonna
on.
start positive.
Oh yeah, he's gonna say
Yeah.
He's gonna do
the
this
cycle
year
again.
I'm gonna change this
Yeah,
and
that's what
that.
he's gonna do.
He's gonna do another
Yeah.
3-pronged plan.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a 4-prong plan this time.
He's gonna do.
Let's see. This year's been awful. Here, this is what I'm gonna do to change it. Next year, okay, this year was awful. This time we'll change this. Next year, it's gonna be the
Next
same
time.
cycle over and over and over and over until he's out of a
DSP
job.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how long Mashim's gonna keep him, but he's probably gonna lose that job eventually.
To me, I feel like, I mean, look, we're at the halfway point, and and we'll get into this soon about this whole it went viral on KO Gaming, but generally speaking, and I'll pull up his social blade and I'll give you the social blade, Mr. Bagels, just so that we can sort of be on equal footing here. Here's Social Blade. Here's the link for that. If you would, Maestro.
But damn. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pop open the display, and we'll get right to it.
So let's
Just give me
look. Okay. So let's look at this this monthly graph. As soon as you get to halfway down the page, you'll see the top graph. There's two. The top graph here is going to be monthly views, and this is essentially the pulse of.
Jesus Christ! I like that. Did I mention this before? The fucking V. It's like a little hill. It's like pew,
Yeah.
and then it goes. Holy shit!
Yeah, he made it on V in two ways. So here is.
Wow.
That's the deal where he removed all those videos to try to circumvent false copyright strikes. But all right, so let's have a look. See here. Let's start at January, and let's go across. We've got January 2.7, February 2.3, March 2.5, April 2.6. So in this year, he has fluctuated between 2.7. The low, so the low was 2.3 and the high was 2.7. And when we look at last year, he routinely hovered around the 3 million plus. I mean, I'm looking here, I'm looking from January, so 2014, we're looking at 3.5, 3.4, 4.8, 3.5, 3.7, 3.4, 3.6, and so on. All of these were above 3 million. Now he can barely break 3 million, and he's had some giant releases. I mean, you guys can agree or disagree, but I think this has been a really good year for gaming. There's been a lot of really good games.
Great games.
Definitely.
You know,
Bunch of good games.
Great games that came out.
I mean, let's see. Ratchet and Clank, Uncharted
Well.
4, Overwatch,
Doom.
many
don't
many
forget
more. Yeah, Doom.
Doom.
A bunch of great games that have been released even within the past few months. And
Fallout 4 as
he's-
well. Don't forget about
Yeah,
that.
of course.
That was fun.
And he's still failing to get to where he was last year.
Dark
Mhm.
Souls
So,
3.
yeah, a bunch of amazing games, and he still can't get to where he was, which is really sad.
Mhm.
But it also shows that, well, people don't really care about him anymore.
So when you take all this in, and you get all these mixed messages from Phil, he sort of changes when the wind blows. Oh, it was a great year, or sorry, oh, it was a great month. Got to move forward positively. Oh, it was a terrible month. Got to donate to my Patreon. When it comes to the end of the year, this sort of state of the channel address, I feel as though he's going to go negative. I feel as though he's going to present positives to say, oh, you know, KO Gaming got a boost in subscribers and had a video go viral, yada, yada, yada. But I feel like when he talks about DSP Gaming, when he talks about the King Hate vlogs, he's going to talk about it as a negative. He's going to talk about this year of strife. Oh, my contract was changed, and this has been a rough year for me. And, you know, thank God for the patrons and stuff like that. I think that's the way he's going to describe the year.
There's one thing Phil could do. He can get like a PR guy to help him out with his business.
Mm-hmm.
But I highly doubt he's gonna do that. Like he could tell him, no, Phil, do this. No, Phil, don't do that to your subscribers. Phil, do this, do that. I don't know, someone that can be a little positive, like really help him with his business. Because if every time he says he's gonna do something positive, it's always negative.
Didn't somebody
thing.
do that whenever he got caught, quote unquote, masturbating?
What? Did what?
Like coach him through like handling Keemstar and stuff.
Yeah. He was receiving some personal advisements. We'll just put it that way.
Yeah, like I think people have already tried to do that, but it's still not really working.
Then he needs someone in person to do it. Because obviously over the internet's not helping for him.
Oh,
You know he's
man.
never gonna pay the guy though. It's gonna be just like John Rambo and Howard again.
Oh, well, maybe his parents can come over and help him do it. You know, I mean they're willing to do it. You know, they're willing to do some unpaid work. I mean, that's Phil's favorite kind.
Yeah.
So,
This is a fucking shitty friend in general.
so
Yeah.
all right. So, is there anything else with this year-end idea before we move on to something that we sort of alluded to?
Well, he's screwed for the 10 millionth time, so it's kind of returning at this point.
It's like a fucking never-ending cycle.
Wow. All right, so we'll move on to what the title alludes to: Overwatched clickbait. Now, if you guys are not aware, Phil has been celebrating, and boy oh boy, celebrating a video of his that he claims went viral. Now, we can futz around with the definition of viral. Yours may be different from mine, but safe to say Phil is very pleased with himself. If you guys are not aware, he had a video on KO Gaming about Homefront. And while we do this, I'll grab the video if I can find it here. And if I look here, you type in Homefront the Revolution, and this is my search results. Phil shows up number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's the seventh. He's the seventh listing on the first page. And it has 400,000 views. It's titled "The Worst
Wow.
Game I've Ever Played" in all caps. And it's Homefront the Revolution PS4.
Come on,
So-
it can't be that. It can't be that fucking bad. He's just exaggerating it, clickbaiting it.
Okay, Homefront. Yeah, it's not really a great game, but there's other games that that would actually make Homefront look like a masterpiece. There are other worse games from this gen and last gen, so he's kind of
I've-
blowing out of proportion.
Yeah, I've played some fucking shit, and I rest assure you, Homefront the Revolution is nowhere close to being as shitty as the games that I've played. Time of eternity.
So
Five or six.
we
Sorry.
look at this, and we're looking at 408,000 views, 7,661 likes, 5,470 dislikes. So he actually broke positive here on the like to dislike ratio. Unbelievable for Mr. Phil. But we move on to the description. With a YouTube career spanning 8 years, I never thought I'd top some of the crap that I've played in the past. Today was that day. In this video, I run down Homefront the Revolution on PlayStation 4, why it's such a horrid game, and even directly compare it to some of the worst games I've ever played in the past to explain why I think it's the worst ever. Then the links are numerous. Jesus Christ. He's got a link to the playlist for DSP Gaming. He's got his Amazon affiliates, his King of Hate forums. He's got the Patreon, his YouTube channel, DSP Gaming, the KO Gaming. I don't know why there's a link for KO Gaming. I'm sure he just automates this. King of Hate stream, King of Hate
Probably
vlogs.
copy and pastes his descriptions,
And it
which
says,
is really fucking lazy.
and I like how it says here, he's got a link to his Twitter, and it says in all caps, "Tweet me!" Exclamation point. That's nice. Really want you to tweet him. And we look at the subscriber count, and boy, oh boy, he has gone up almost 10,000 subscribers on KO Gaming. He's now sitting at 13,411. Never thought I'd see that.
That's
I
pretty
guess
crazy.
he's lucky that a bad game came out.
That's exactly it.
The thing is, though, is it as bad as he's making it out to be? I mean, it really just comes down to opinion.
Oh, it isn't.
Pretty much it.
But
I definitely rest assure you, it's not as bad as fucking he's making it out to be.
so there is the YouTube link if you want to look at that. And I just want to look at these comments real quick. I'm having a blast with this. We've got top comment. Let me resort this because sometimes top comments have like What is this? The the newest comment says SOK is talking about this shit vid as we speak. Submitted by Bebo VR.
Someone actually did that?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
So there you
We're
go.
famous.
Thank you. Yeah, we're famous. He put a capital O though, and I'll let it slide, but I will kill you for putting a capital O. It's my biggest pet peeve in the world. All right, so let's look at these top comments, and they like change based on like if you refresh it. So we've got this guy seriously overuses the cross zoom effect between shots.
That's like the most common Adobe Premiere thing.
We've got YouTube career in quotes. LOL, get out of the house once in a while and get a real job.
I don't see that anywhere.
Yeah, the top. I don't. Something's up with YouTube comments. They're all fucking.
Oh, there we
weird
go.
now.
I found it now.
We've got. Let's see. Yeah, it's like it's not sorting top comments for some reason. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Is this dude a modern AVGN ripoff? Well, I don't know what you're laughing about, Lupo.
What? Oh,
The angry video game kid.
not modern.
Oh, modern. Oh, you're old school, right? An OG.
Yeah.
OG.
Oh,
Oh
absolutely.
yeah.
OG
Yeah,
AVGN
OG.
clone? Yeah. Let's see. What else we got? What's funny is that he's only been on YouTube since December. Wait, what? What's funny is that he's only been on since December 2015, and he says he's been on for 8 years. Well, okay. I guess you don't know that that's Phil. It's working. The disguise is working.
Yeah.
Sounds like comic book guy from The Simpsons. Pretty good.
Comfort
Worst
funny,
game ever.
Ever.
Worst video game ever.
Good.
We've got DSP, you are human trash.
Ooh.
We've got I got my name is Darkside Phil and stopped before I got to my name is Darkside Phil and stopped before he could blame lag or a busted controller for why he sucks. Get the fuck out of here, DSP. Wow, this guy is so
What's
full
that?
of shit, talking out of his ass. Damn, people are not.
What the fuck? I saw this one comment. It says, "You jerk off in front of children, you fat fuck."
Ooh.
Yeah. What the hell?
People
like-
know about the incident.
I like this one. Is it the guy who fapped in live streaming? What a dumb.
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 I
Got
like
him.
that.
Oh, I
Got
see
him.
that now.
I like that.
Oh, I
Pretty
like
good.
it.
That's it. Don't be a dumb. All right. So, yeah, pretty good. Like these comments, but something that I thought was really frustrating, and I think should be frustrating to a longtime fan of Phil, if they're willing to think about this. Now, Phil went on his Twitter and talked about how this, big boost in views and this big boost in subscriber count is giving him the motivation to now go and put effort and time into KO gaming. And for me, I think that that's kind of fucked up. And let me explain why. Now, a lot of his most hardcore fans are the ones that instantly went over and subscribed. When he was stuck at 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, who were those people, right? Those were his fans, his longtime fans, his committed fans, the people that really just want to see him succeed, the people that were just willing to watch these terribly put together montages when there's much more, better and well done and detailed content out there. They said, we're content with this, and kudos, Phil, you're doing such a great job, right? And what happened with that? Phil, I'm burned out on it. I just don't want to do it, and not really worth my while. Even though his fans were telling him they enjoy it and they like it, and for years they've been trying to get him to do stuff like that. I mean, granted, they've been asking him to edit the fails and the backtracking and stuff out of his quote-unquote unedited gameplay, but this was a trade-off. Now he's going to do this sloppily put-together montage channel. And they gave him credit for it, and they said it was good, and they gave him props, and they gave him positive encouragement. And these people apparently don't matter. But once he has a video, a fluke video go on 4chan and stuff like that and quote unquote go viral, which I guess I'll grant him, whatever. It has a lot of views, 400,000 views. These random people, these people he's probably never heard of before, these people that don't care about his well-being, these people that don't have any investment into Phil, haven't put time or effort or thought into the guy as a human being or a person. All right, I'll fucking put effort in for them. It's for himself. He doesn't care about his fans. He doesn't care about his supporters. He cares about the bottom line. He cares about himself. He talks about fan service. But if you don't do what the fans want you to do, and you only do what the dollar wants you to do, then it's not fan service. And you're doing it for yourself. And I feel like if his fans thought about that, thought about how much positive feedback that they gave to him, thought about how they tried to motivate him and encourage him, tell him that he was doing a good job, and watch and go over and subscribe and support it and try to fucking put comments and thumbs ups and shit based on his command to do so, and try to get him that fucking partnership and all that other stuff. The people that are here on the ride with him to help him along, he doesn't care about those people. I feel bad. In an honest, genuine way, I feel bad for people that, like, they're true believers, right? They're there for him, right? They feel bad and they feel sad when he has a bad day and talks about his life and that he's going in the negative, right? I've been there. I've been younger. I've been invested in all sorts of things. And there are people that are genuinely invested in this guy.
AKA White Knights.
More than that. More than just people that are just there to argue with us or to get a rise out of being adversarial with people having an enemy. I'm talking about people that are just genuinely invested in this guy. People that feel good when he has a good day. People that feel bad when he has a bad day. There are people out there that truly care about this guy and do whatever he asks them to do. Donate money of theirs to this guy. Gives not a shit. Zero.
That's just the shittiest
I think it should be
thing
pretty
ever.
clear that he doesn't give a shit. And if you support him for too long and you still support him, I don't know, man. I don't get it. Why would you care for a guy who gives no fucking respect back?
He was ready to kill off that channel. Right? I mean, the 4,000 or so people, those are actual people, right? I mean,
Yeah.
those are 4,000 people that are like fucking there to fucking down for the cause and shit. Let's prop this guy up. And he was ready to kill that channel off. Said, "Oh, it's a fucking." He said that it was a plot by us to get him to invest into that channel to waste his time so that he'd run out of money and go out of business.
That sounds like a conspiracy to me. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah. So
Man.
I don't mean to rant or go on a thing about it. It just hit me when I saw this. He's ready to kill off that channel. He goes viral on that channel. Now it's time to invest into it. When he was literally about to kill off the channel.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why that channel even existed and didn't get killed off sooner is because people were trying to help him out, invest in it, subscribe in it, all that kind of shit. So, any other thoughts on that? KO Gaming going viral, yada yada yada.
I actually kind of want to chime in on this and
Sure.
all right. So, because the video goes viral, and I'm gonna be completely honest here, video going viral doesn't necessarily make your channel popular. Like, I've seen videos go viral all the time, and it's hit or miss depending on what happens. Like, people subscribe to the channel because they want to see more content from that channel, or they just watch the video because they either A, think it's hilarious or think it's probably really stupid. In this case, it's probably that it's really dumb, and people will watch it ironically. But it comes down to the fact that nobody really cares who he is. I feel like people just watch the video because they know that he's a fucking idiot, and he made this video just to, like, obviously it's a clickbait. I mean, in general, nobody's gonna go and subscribe to the guy just for the shit that he's doing. They probably watch the video and they're like, nah, this guy's a fucking idiot. You know, like that's pretty much what I'm thinking. At least the majority in this case. That's what I think of the video going viral. Whether it matters or not, like, even people on 4chan don't give two fucks about him, and that's honestly one of the reasons the video even got that many views in the first place.
It was funny when they realized that it was Phil. They were all like, "Oh, this fucking guy," you know? Like,
yeah, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking him. Fuck him. Yeah. But like I said, it's really hit or miss at this point. Like, a video going viral doesn't necessarily mean like you're going to be more popular. It's not. It's far from that.
He has, on DSP Gaming, he had that Spider-Man video, has like 4 million views, something like that. Maybe a little bit less than that, but has a couple million views. And, you know, I don't think that video by itself got him more popular. And there's a couple other weird random videos that got popular for no reason. And again, I don't think that really got him any popularity. I don't subscribe to a channel just for one video. They have to keep pushing in stuff that I want to see, and clearly no one else is watching his stuff outside of that one video, so I don't think many people are sticking around. And the reception that video got is pretty fucking bad. So
yeah, I mean, it didn't boost up everything else.
So it wasn't like good viral at all.
Yeah.
Flash in the pan.
And I agree with that. I agree with that wholeheartedly, because if I see, so let's say that I am, so before Overwatch launched, I mean, that's going to be a recurring thing, so, but before Overwatch launched, I was watching some YouTubers that were doing, like, tips and stuff. These were guys that, like, were professionals or got access, or, well, usually, I mean, like, they reached out to, like, esports people and, like, you know, Team Fortress 2 people and shit, and gave them access. They were part of the closed beta and stuff, yada yada yada. And I wanted to see, like, tips that they had and shit, you know, different things they discovered about the game and stuff like that. I'm watching these, and there were a lot of channels. I genuinely enjoyed their content, but I didn't necessarily subscribe because they had content that I was not interested in. There were people that would put out, oh, here's a complete guide on fucking how to play May, and then they'd have, like, you know, Doom footage or just other games I wasn't interested in. I wanted to go specifically to those channels to see what they had to say about Overwatch, and that's it. And I didn't have any interest in subscribing to the channel. In this sense, this is a video game that was largely, I mean, it has a huge reputation and people know about it as being a piss poor game, right?
Yeah.
It has, you know, the Steam reviews, Metacritic, all these major sites are slamming it for the technical issues and shit like that. So it has a reputation, and people are searching for it. We searched it right here live on the show. It shows up on the front page, and he has probably the most, like, I don't even know, severe title, like the most, you know, direct title. Oh, this is the shit. This is the worst video game I ever played. So if you're looking through and you want to see, like, oh, I'm hearing all this negativity about Homefront, let's see what people have to say about it. They go there, they see a fucking title and a thumbnail that says, oh, this is the worst game I ever played. They're going to listen to it. But as people pointed out here on the forums, I'm looking at this image that somebody posted here, and they're showing, like, the average view length is in the toilet. Let me find this again real quick, because they just posted it. I think it was that Silky.
Wait, so the average view length is probably like 30 seconds?
Well, no, it's higher than that, but here we go. So Hazard posted this up. The average view is half of the video. So people are not watching the entire video. And you have to think. You have to think a lot of people are watching the entire video, and the amount of people that aren't, that drags the percentage down pretty high.
probably realize how full of shit he is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
So,
I wouldn't
it's
watch
like-
a video from this guy. Like, I wouldn't even watch any reviews from him. He just talks out of his ass the whole fucking time. He acts like he knows games and shit. He's such an entitled fuck about it.
I mean, you
So-
would think that if like half of the people weren't watching the video all the way through, then that would mean that there might be something wrong with it, or you're probably a joke. I mean, what? Why else would people watch half of a video and not watch the other half? Why would they click off of it?
Mhm.
Because it's clearly misinformed. It's trying to be clickbaity, and it's not doing anything special.
You know, I think it's funny. Like, you see in the comments, people are like, "Oh, I found out it was Phil, and I fucking dipped out." Like, I'm sure there was a lot of those. I'm sure there was a lot of people that were like, "Oh, this is actually Darkside Phil. Okay, never mind, not interested." But
Probably.
yeah, Eddie's put it in the chat for us. Thank you very much, Mr. Eddie. And you look at the
at that.
tags. Oh man, he even clickbaited up the tags. He's got content. What the fuck?
Content.
Montage edited content review channel Homefront the Revolution. So I don't think Phil. Now I'm not in any way an expert on this, but I just, as far as the tags go, I assume that like, I mean, maybe there's something to like, if someone types in Homefront the Revolution, that counts as 3 hits towards a tag, so it's good to break it up or something. I don't know, but
Okay, I'm sorry, but why is Epic Mickey a tag?
yeah, Epic Mickey, Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Are you
It's
serious?
because he
Conduit
talked about
2.
it's because he talked about those games in the actual review and compared them, but they only had brief mentions.
Why would you Okay, I get that, but seriously, why would you put that under the tags? That's the dumbest thing you could do. It's not helping you in any way. People who look for Epic Mickey aren't going to look for your video, so why even bother?
Yep.
I actually liked Epic Mickey. I don't
Cool.
I don't know why it was a terrible fucking. I don't know why he thinks it's a terrible game. I
Was
guess
the
it's
second one?
probably no, the first one.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that bad. I like sure it got repetitive after a while, but again, it's opinion, but it's just like he has to be so picky and fucking entitled about it. I wouldn't be surprised if he was complaining about fucking frame rate, because that seems to be the common thing for him nowadays. So.
For me, I just feel like, yeah, I mean, this has a bunch of views and stuff like that, but you look at the way that he sort of set it up, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't think he expected it to go viral, but he definitely tried to dress it up to get as many views as possible, And I just was linked to something. I just lost it. Somebody linked me to a post of his on the forums where he's talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and he's like, oh yeah, hopefully this goes viral too. Like, he's trying to set up KO Gaming to, like, have viral hits. Here we go. I found it. It says here, it's in a thread about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Hazard made a thread just sort of, like, talking about it. And Phil says, so far, the review's gotten over 9K views in 19 or so hours. And the Homefront review didn't even go viral for about a day. So, we'll see what happens. So he's going to be very disappointed when he feels like, like if he compares everything on K. Actually, you know what? This might actually be worse. This might actually be a negative thing. That, he gets a boost in subscribers and he still gets the same view count and interest. And he might get discouraged even quicker because he's going to compare things to Homefront. Oh, well, I mean, it has the potential to go viral. It doesn't. Oh, I guess it's not worth it after all.
So pretty much he has to rely on shitty games to get good views.
Yeah. He's like the angry video game nerd.
Well, let's
Yeah,
be
that's not gonna
honest.
go well.
let's be honest. Nowadays, when you make a drama-related video, a clickbait video, or just a rant or some stupid shit like that, it's gonna get a lot of attention, because that's what the YouTube minority thrives off of nowadays. It's either drama or clickbait. Like, just people tune into it, and well, voila, there you go, easy fucking views.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much what he's doing. He's literally cashing in on it. It makes no sense to me. And as I've said before, it can't be as bad as all the other games that he's played. He's just completely exaggerating it. It's not really much of a surprise coming from him. He's always fucking been the type of guy to exaggerate every fucking little thing.
Mm-hmm. And I just wonder what the future has in store for him here. But we'll move on. So let's all right. I guess we'll do it. There's something else I want to get to too, but we'll get to this. So apparently Phil is going to be doing some tutorial style videos on our beloved Overwatch, and
Oh my god.
Wait, how to be bad at Overwatch?
well, he's going to do like you know how he does for Street Fighter, where in the lab with Guile, first day, shit like that. He wants to do tutorial style videos about Overwatch. And I'm here to, I guess, formally announce, if he does that, we're going to do a counter series where we essentially endure his tips and tricks and correct him and point out, what the fuck he's talking about, because it's going to be ridiculous. And I'm hoping that we can have this as a live stream at high noon. But
It's high noon.
I don't know if it would work out. I don't know if we could do it like noon Eastern or some shit on like a weekend. But that is absolutely in our plans. If he does this tutorial series to try to do some sort of indoor correction sort of deal on Overwatch. And yeah, if we can do it at high noon, that'll make it that much better, because we're going to be killing this guy on the fucking video.
People who know about Overwatch. It's gonna be real good.
I'd like him to teach the fundamentals of Genji. That would be fucking interesting.
Oh, I want to hear his fundamentals on Zenyatta, because he hates Zenyatta and he doesn't understand it at all.
He does?
He
Yeah,
hates
yeah, he
Zenyatta.
does.
All right,
Apparently.
all right. You guys want to hear something
On
funny?
McCree.
He was
He doesn't
was
understand
playing
McCree.
Lucio like Lucio's supposed to be a tank.
Oh, that's
He's
good.
not a tank, though. He's a
Yeah.
support with an AoE heal and an AoE speed boost.
Yeah, but to Phil, he's a tank. He's like, why have I died so quickly?
He's probably gonna be like, did you guys know that Genji can deflect? It's like everybody fucking...
What's he even gonna do? Like, what is the tutorial gonna be?
Like,
How
he's
is he gonna
do-
show it?
He's gonna do like every character.
He's gonna do.
Yeah, because that's gonna go well.
I just don't see
I
how
don't
that's
think
gonna
he
work.
can play like
You
many
can't do a
characters.
tutorial if
A
you don't
tutorial,
know
yeah.
the fucking characters. That's the thing. He just plays like a character for little increments, and he acts like he knows the character. Fuck that. That's some bullshit.
And he's not gonna
You
go
can't-
back through his footage and like get instances of him doing the stuff. Like,
Oh
he's
my-
not gonna be like talking about, Reinhardt's charge and show footage of him using it and shit like that. He's just gonna have like stock footage in the background and give. I can't imagine that he's gonna do 21 characters or anything like that. I want to hear the extent of his plans. Like, he's just sort of alluded to the fact he's gonna do it. He hasn't given like, full on details on how he wants to do this.
You want to know what I'm curious about? I'm curious to see if he's confused on how Zarya works. Like, he's probably thinking, oh, this character does absolutely no damage. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
He never tried Zarya, dude. Never.
Oh, he won't like Zarya because he's not patient and he's not gonna
Dude.
help his team.
He's gonna do like
Yeah,
2
he,
videos, and they're not gonna get any views, and he's gonna stop it and say
yeah.
no one's
I
like
think
them
he'll
and no one
probably
want
do.
them.
He'll probably do Bastion and Reinhardt to start.
Yeah, I'll do Bastion.
Yeah, Bastion, you know. Did you know that Bastion has a
maybe-
minigun
Yeah,
mode?
it's gonna be so basic. He's just gonna talk about what the buttons do, and he's not gonna talk about strategy. He's not gonna talk about fucking
Counters.
counter picks. He's not gonna
Yeah.
talk about when it's effective, who to pair them with, what levels they excel at, what modes. Nothing. He's just gonna, oh yeah, if you press R1, they do this. If you press R2, they do this. It's gonna
Now
be
you
it.
see what he's gonna do is, you see, Bastion is the best character because I got played the game as him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you mean like literally the easiest thing to do? All you have to do is go on your turret and just blast everyone because
Exactly.
nobody knows what to
he
do.
got
against
Bastion
them.
of the game.
Yeah, Bastion of the dude. He tried McCree, and he never tried, to properly use his ultimate. It was like, oh, I don't understand this. This guy sucks. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And he kept using that skill that he shoots like all bullets.
Oh,
You
fan the
read
hammer. Yeah.
abilities?
Yeah, that's all he used.
Yeah, he reads
I'm
the
wondering-
abilities, but he just he doesn't like put them to use. Like, I don't know. Like Dragon Killer sort of says that he'll have videos for Tracer, May, Reinhardt, Bastion, and maybe even Symmetra, maybe McCree, but he absolutely hates him.
Really.
So I don't know if that's
Oh,
based on what
God.
Phil said, or I don't know if that's a guess, but
Yeah,
If
based
he-
on his gameplay.
Oh man, if he fucking complains about Tracer, me and Fancy are gonna have a fucking field day.
You see, the cavalry will be there to watch him.
Cause there's
Tra-
no way he can fucking say Tracer has no fucking damage, because
Let's go-
Tracer is a mobile hero, extremely mobile hero with a lot of damage. She has to get up close to be able to do any damage. If he plays Tracer like she's a fucking sniper, then he's an idiot.
I want to make
Yeah,
sure
that-
we give
that
Fezzy
doesn't
the
work.
chance. I wanna make Fezzy, let's make sure you have the chance here for the audience. What were you gonna say on the cavalry has arrived too? Go
I-
ahead.
Okay. What I
Oh,
meant
sorry.
to say was, I was going to say that, the cavalry will be there to watch him screw up, and then he's going to get the boot.
Oh, all right. So just making sure, but
Yeah, the tranquility boots.
Oh yeah, the Boots of Tranquility.
it's funny. I've been playing a lot more than Zenyatta, but I've been catching the Zenyatta rep because I've been repping him. But yeah, but anyways, he hates Zenyatta. He hates McCree. I don't think he likes Diva at all. I mean, like he just likes a few characters. He likes Bastion. He likes Reinhardt. Probably the two simplest characters to play. I've been playing a lot of Reinhardt just because it contributes to the team, but he's been playing Reinhardt just because it's very simple for him to understand. So
Uh-oh.
it looks like Bagel died. Well, we're going back YouTube exclusive, ladies and gentlemen. So for the YouTube people at home, we're going to continue on as though nothing happened, and we'll be back on the live stream for them. But for you YouTube exclusive people, I just don't see why he wants to do this. There's a lot of hype for Overwatch, right? Oh, dude, how about this? You think he might do an unboxing of boxes? You think he might because those are real popular too. I don't know if you've seen those, but the popular Overwatch channels have been doing unboxing, like 50 boxes or whatever. You think he might do one of them?
I don't think so.
Maybe.
No?
I don't think
maybe.
so.
I think he may do
I
it.
think he said he stopped doing unboxing videos because they don't give him enough views.
No, like for loot boxes.
Oh.
Like opening
Dude,
them
I
up.
actually think he'll actually buy some boxes. Not maybe 50 boxes, but like 10, 15 boxes, and he'll do unboxings of it.
Well,
For sure, when he sees the amount of views those guys get, he'll try to cash in on that. Definitely.
I don't think he genuinely cares about the skins or anything like that. I don't think he cares about the contents of the boxes. I just wonder if maybe he'll see the popularity and he'll just do it just for the sake of doing it, and he won't even he won't even care about the skins or anything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, if I were to guess, I would say that he would probably start with Bastion and Reinhardt, something that's very simple to explain, but I mean, you have to understand Overwatch is very complex. It's easy to understand and hard to master. And for someone that's going like these channels that I watch for YouTube for Overwatch information, even they haven't been bold enough to like make these giant videos. Like even they've been holding off because there's so much to understand. They don't want to fucking attach their names to something where they have like incomplete information or something or bad information. And he doesn't give a fuck. He's just going to throw these out there, and if people watch them, they watch them.
Yep.
So, but all right, let's move on. Let's go to the viewer doc real quick and see if there's anything about anything that we've talked about or anything we can segue off of. I do want to talk about the parent visit, but we'll make sure we're back on live stream so we can do that one. Let's see. How about... So here's a question: has DSP ruined raging in video games for anyone? I now feel like a dumbass whenever I rage because I've associated it with DSP and feel like my moments of rage, if recorded, could be made into a "this is how you don't play." Submitted by Brandon. Have you guys ever felt that way? I've felt that way before, but have you guys ever felt like, I don't want to fucking act like DSP here?
Yeah, and for Rage Quit particular, like there's that show Rage Quit, and that got old super fast. I think that killed it for a lot of people. But yeah, DSP definitely, like, by the time he started doing, I'm gonna Rage Quit everything now, then it really just, like, he was already dead beforehand. I feel.
I've done that. I really have. I've been either live stream, and that was definitely true when I was doing some live streams, like some laid back streams where we're just shooting the shit. I'm playing like an old game like GTA Vice City or something, and I would be like, oh man, I don't want to fucking pull a Phil here, because people like that Phil is raging and shit because he just lets himself go and makes himself look like such an idiot. That's kind of what it is, He acts in such a way that's so stupid and out there that people get a kick out of it. So, yeah, I would definitely say that he's had an impact. And, I mean, we've talked about this before. He's definitely shown us things not to do in general. I mean, I feel like part of the reason why a lot of the stuff that we do, is just more genuine and sort of more thoughtful, is because we've looked at things that he's done and we've tried to learn from that and sort of do the opposite, So.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, any other thoughts on that? The rage quitting, how's that affect you? Kaz, have you ever, felt yourself about to rage and prevented yourself because you don't want to pull a Phil?
Yeah. When I was first playing Dark Souls, the first Dark Souls, there were like a few sections of the game that were really annoying on your first time, and at the time I already knew about Phil, so I just got to the point like sometimes that I knew I was gonna rage, so I just said no, I'm gonna take it slow, I'm gonna take a break, go drink some water or something, and just stop for now. And when I calmed myself, I went back to play again, just to not do like DSP.
See, that's the way it's handled.
Yeah.
Very, very respectable. I don't know. Sometimes, man, I just feel like he puts out so much negativity in his actions that it could be a positive thing. Maybe he's teaching people to better themselves. in a weird way.
Hello.
Muggle's
Hello.
here.
It's Mook.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we're back for people. We had a nice long discussion about Overwatch. We talked about our cosplay party that we're gonna have here at SOK headquarters. It's gonna be pretty good. I don't know if you guys know this, but Moogle is going to be dressing up as Torbjorn, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And
Yeah.
and Loophole is going to be dressing up as Tracer, so
No,
it's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm not dressing up as shit.
That's true, guys. He actually said he'll do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
No.
Nomad
Don't
is
lie, Lupo.
Nomad
He
is going to be
definitely did.
yeah.
It's
Nomad
not
is
even, like it's
Nomad
not even
is
like
gonna
it's
be
a feminine
Reaper.
outfit anyway.
I can see him be Reaper.
Nomad is going to
I'll
dress
be
as Reaper,
McCree.
but that he didn't even know we were doing dress up. That's just what he wears on a normal basis.
I'll be McCree.
You're going to be McCree.
Yeah.
I mean, you already said you're going to be Tracer, so, I mean...
No, I did not.
We already have a
You
McCree. Yeah, we got a McCree already.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, he didn't say Tracer. He said Widowmaker.
No, that's you, Torres. You're gonna dress as Widowmaker.
I don't play the game.
Torres is going to be Lucio.
You're gonna play it.
He's going to be skating
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, Yaga. I'm not playing the shit right now.
You're not
Oh.
playing it, but you can't dress up in a costume.
Nah.
So,
Yeah.
I'm excited. Actually, Moogle was thinking about dressing up like May and put on some glasses and shit.
Jesus.
Well, I mean, that's what I wear all the time, right?
Yeah, go around with your little ice gun. That's
Yeah.
actually a normal model. That's actually a normal squirt gun in Canada.
Yeah,
That's
that-
just kind of what happens when you
Yeah.
spray people with water.
That coat and everything, that's literally what we wear on a summer day.
Yeah, wouldn't that be pretty tight if you went outside with the water gun and fucking sprayed people down in Canada and they froze like that?
Oh, that'd be
And
awesome.
then you throw down like a drone and it like freezes everyone in place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's probably what the drone's been repurposed for in Canada. So
Yeah. So there's that. Basically, if you guys weren't here for the live stream, we were just sort of talking about if Phil's rage quitting has affected us in terms of like us not wanting to rage quit ourselves and having in the back of our mind like, oh, I don't want to pull a Phil and shit like that. But we'll move on. We all came to an agreement that it kind of has an effect on us. We'll move on though. Something that I'm excited to talk about, and that is going to be the parental visit. If you guys are not aware, Phil, I should stop starting with if you guys are not aware. I think a lot of people that are watching the show probably know. So
yes, I am aware.
I don't know why I fell into that habit of doing that. Why did I start doing that? If you're not aware, I guess I'm trying to be informative. So, anyways, so as you may know.
God damn it!
I'll think of a new starter. But anyways, so basically people in the chat are saying that they're not aware. So but so Phil has gone and announced that his parents are gonna come and have a visit, and we thought that video was gold because, essentially in the video he's talking about it as though it's a big inconvenience for him, and he's gonna be sneaking up to his office to play some video game. Oh, why did I say office? He's gonna be sneaking up to his playroom to play some video games and shit like that. But he let on some key pieces of information. Number one is parents are gonna be coming up, and he's really trying to refute this claim that Leanna made that Phil's dad is going to be painting the office of Leanna's, her little orange room. Phil is really trying to make sure people know that, like, he's going to do it, but his dad's just going to teach him how to do it, which is whatever. His mom's going to be doing some cooking, and his parents are going to help him with things around the house. So, essentially, their visit is going to be helping him around the house. Like, nothing of value. They're coming across the world to help him out. To fucking do little favors for him. Can you imagine that? I mean, how, like, maybe if you were 18 and just went off to college or some shit, your parents would come help you fucking set up and buy you some shit or something. I don't know. But, like, you know, mid 30s, your parents are coming to fucking help you out with some fucking chores. That's their visit. Fuck, man. What do you guys think about the parental visit? What do you guys think? You think that this is going to be a vlog series? You think we're actually gonna get something out of this?
He's gonna go film at their hotel.
That should be funny while his parents are doing his cleaning, whatever. He's recording them while they're cleaning, and they can tell him, "Bill, get the camera out of my face." And he just busy recording them and put it on YouTube.
There's no way he's gonna record them. There's no way.
Man. Well, if his didn't he just say his mom's gonna cook or something, or one of his family members gonna cook? He probably record his family members cooking something, so
Oh yeah.
find a way to make some money off it.
Yeah, another
It's
thing.
probably cooking with the mom.
He's making
Cooking
them
with the
pay
mom.
for a hotel.
Yep.
He has no room in his house for them.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
a 3-bedroom fucking house.
Yeah, and he has no room for them.
Nah. They could go
Dude,
sleep
if
on
I
the
lived by
couch.
myself and my parents were visiting, that's exactly what I would do, Fred. I would just, dude, they could use my room. They could use whatever they want in the fucking house. I would sleep in the ground if needed be.
Yeah.
Dude, they are his parents. They're
Mhm.
not simply his friends or something like that. They're parents. And he's doing this shit to them.
They
That's-
have to fly
to
across
me,
the
that's
country.
unacceptable.
Sorry, go ahead, Kes. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm just saying, that's unacceptable to me. They have to, like you said, they have to buy their plane tickets. They would have to fucking rent a room in a hotel, and he says no, we have no room here. Like, why?
How could he? Like, we don't
Yeah.
have room here. I mean,
I think that's his way of getting revenge for the Wolverine tie.
yeah. Yeah, that last bit of revenge he needs.
Yeah.
Man, like, really think about this if you're Phil's parents, right? You have to fly across the country, right? East Coast to West Coast. Full on flight across the country. Pay for it yourself. Get a hotel. And when you actually do go to his house, you're going to be performing errands for him. Painting his fucking girlfriend's room. Probably degreasing the toilet. And, you know, doing all sorts of shit around the house. The mom's going to be cooking and shit. Like, Jesus. And, you know, it seems as though that's the arrangement that they have. Like, if you want to go see them, if you want to see them, you got to go fly over there. Like, when it came to Leanna's brother's wedding, go fuck yourselves. We're not coming, you know?
Yeah. Can't believe that. They have to do errands.
Have you finished those errands?
Errands? I really want to see, like, Phil and SpongeBob and just say, did you finish those errands? It's so funny.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
can see
I
that.
still find it sad that his parents are doing his errands for him. That's like something you should do, especially at your age.
Dude, he could Google the shit. Like, he's gonna have his dad teach him. He said he changed it. Like, he went from like, oh yeah, I'm gonna paint it to like, oh yeah, the previous owners, they made like a lot of holes in the wall with like nails. So we have to decide like if we're gonna put what did he say? I forgot what he said. If we're gonna fill the holes, and then my dad's gonna decide if we need to put a primer or not, and then we're gonna fucking paint over it. Like, fill the holes, prime it, paint it. That's it. Tape off all the sections that you don't want paint on. Put some shit on the floor. How hard is this? Like, and here's the other thing. Like, I wonder, you know, based on like, you know, Leanna's fucking 17-part video series on her channel about picking a fucking color for her room. I wonder how this got set up. I wonder if like they already said they were gonna come visit, so that they're while we're there we'll do this, this, and that. But here's what I think is the most interesting. Phil said that he scheduled this to be at this time because he thought there weren't going to be any releases. So, do you think, realistically, that he has some sort of understanding with his parents that, like, he's not available because he's too busy playing video games, and only when there won't be video games coming out that then you can come to my house and do chores for me?
That sounds fucked up.
The way you say it makes even sounds more fucking stupid.
Think about it. No. Let's actually break it down and actually think about it, okay? That's the arrangement that they have. Oh, I'm too busy playing video games, so don't come to my house. Don't fly across the country to my house. But if there's not going to be video games coming out, then fine, I guess you can come over. But do shit while you're here.
So pretty much you can only visit Phil in the summer, probably during Christmas time, and that's probably it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's pretty shitty.
You're telling me?
Could you imagine if you told your parents that? Any of us, like anyone could chime in on this one, and please do. If you told your parents,
think of you as assholes, man. They're gonna think of you as an asshole,
dude. If you told your parents, like, hey, I'm gonna be busy. I'm gonna be playing video games for 7 hours today, and then I need my personal time with my girlfriend.
Isn't there an old saying that family comes first? I guess Phil hasn't realized that.
And I think the best part is that, like, he probably insists to them that he can't take a vacation because he, has to fucking. Oh, I have to work. I can't take a break from video games because I gotta work. And what would your parents say?
My parents would be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" They would fucking ridicule me, definitely.
People in the chat are saying family comes first.
Money comes first.
Money comes, yeah.
Views come first.
And
Money comes first. Leanna comes second. Then comes the parents who are gonna do the chores for me. Okay.
And Phil never comes.
And that's actually a pretty good point. From Yandere Maiden. He's not a true Italian treating family like that. Now, there's a strong cultural notion of the family. Not like the mafia, but family,
Mafia.
Well, the family. If you're saying like the family, it's a slang term for the mafia.
Oh,
but,
the fam.
Yeah, the family. But no, but on a serious note, like, I would say that I think Italians are pretty well known as having a strong family-based culture. I mean, obviously the family is important universally, but yeah, I think that's. I mean, you hear like when people describe themselves, they talk a lot about the family, and Bill really doesn't. I mean, he was content with just literally picking everything up and boom, flying across the country and leaving everything behind. Literally dropped everything. He didn't have anything, literally just dropped everything behind. Boom, flew across the country. I mean,
friends and family, boom, gone.
Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't be able to do that, at least not easily, and I would definitely visit. This is like, if people want to see Phil, they need to go above and beyond. They need to fly to him and shit. Like, all right. So, anything else on that topic before we move on? Right.
Phil, get yourself a fucking life.
Oh shit.
Damn.
I mean, if
Why?
you're really gonna put video games over your family, you need a fucking life. Because you clearly don't have one.
Ooh, life. What is that? Sounds overrated. I'd rather play video games.
That's, to me, that's still fucking ridiculous. Video games can wait. Hang with your family. They're not going anywhere. God damn.
Let's have a look see in this viewer submitted doc and see what we can find. Let's see if there's anything like related to current things that happened recently first, and then we'll go into like more broad like idea style topics. Oh, good. Heavy Metal Gamer Show said something. That should be a treat.
Oh no.
We'll do that one in a second. I just want to just sort of scan through and just see if there's anything recent. Okay, here we go. Again, by Tick. Phil said today in his stream that he's gotten a, quote, good chunk of cash this week on KO Gaming. Doing the math, he got 360,000 views, the majority from his Clickbait Homefront video, and running it through the handy-dandy formula with a very generous set of stats, like a higher CPM and stuff. He earned an estimated $200 to $300 this week. Do you think Phil is aware that somebody on the national minimum wage earns close to that? By comparison, a full-time minimum wage earns $260, but Seattle's minimum wage apparently is $10.10, so that's $366. So essentially, this comment is essentially pointing out that despite the rounding success that this has, he's earned approximately $200 to $300. That's submitted by Tick.
Well, that's minimum wage for him. I mean, he is a full-time. He's a full-time gamer who could get a part-time job apparently. That's pretty shitty, I have to admit.
All right, let's see. All right. Fuck it. We'll do the heavy metal gamer question. I need to not like scan around as much during the show, so it's harder to like find shit. But all right, I'll read it out. What's up, boys? So last Friday I was in a very angry mood, very upset at the world. And I seen one of you SOK dudes retweet. Oh wow, I turned up. That triggered Siri. So look at, you're even triggering fucking iPads on this show. What a son of a bitch. All right, so I seen one of you SOK dudes retweet that bitch Leanna. She was whining about her job. I went off on the whole thing at her and was blocked. I then ranted like a fat chick angry that McDonald's was out of McFlurries. Now, if this was anyone else, I'd give them a pass. But this is Leanna. Do you think she has the right to bitch about having to cover someone else's shift? In this day and age, it's tough to get a full-time gig. So getting as many hours as possible is a good thing. More hours means more money. I think it's quite pathetic. That sad sack of shit, Philip, isn't going to find a real job, and she wants to bitch about more hours and covering for someone? What a cunt. Your thoughts. Oh, and just a tip. Always wear a condom. Unless she is worthy of blowing your nut inside. In this case, Leanna is not. Just blow it on her face like a shotgun blast of cum. This message has been brought to you by the Heavy Metal Gamer Show and the Metal World Order, submitted by the Heavy Metal Gamer Show.
He has to have every fucking question with something absolutely disgusting.
Well, at least this week. Well, this week she didn't get plowed in the shitter, so I mean, we kind of made some progress.
God damn it! Why must you do that?
That dude is ridiculous.
So
over the top.
There's that.
Die.
But we've got a really funny set of circumstances here, and I actually had this in my doc, so I'm very happy that he pointed this out. This is an excuse for me to to point this out. So let me grab this real quick. I'm gonna get to her Twitter, and boy oh boy, I love this.
That fucking gift.
That Home Alone gif. Oh my god.
Wow.
That is good. That that is pretty
That's
good.
great. Ugh.
He's looking at a picture. Like, oh, that's too good.
So here is Leanna's wonderful Twitter. Mr. Bagel, if you would.
Yep. Just give me a second. All right, I'll open this up. Pause this video. And voila. Oh shit, I'm blocked. God fucking damn it. Hold on.
You can't see her entire Twitter if you're blocked?
We're all
Oh, yeah, you
blocked.
gotta go. You
God
gotta go
fucking-
incognito, bruh.
Incognito mode.
God. All right, let me fix that. Fucking bullshit. What you make me do?
I can link you individual tweets if you'd like.
Nah, I got them. All right, there we go.
So
There.
we're gonna have to do some hella scrolling here. All right, we're gonna have to go down. We're gonna have to go down to about May. What is this? All right, so we're gonna have to go to about May 18th.
18th. Do. Scrolling. 21. Fucking hell, she retweets ridiculous shit. Alright, I'm on 18th, so let me scroll down more. Stuff about soap.
Is it bad that I'm seeing the same few pictures every time?
It's the same
Yeah.
shit over and over and over again. You know what? Matter of fact, I'd rather just link you individual tweets because this is too much garbage to have to scroll through. So let me just link you individual tweets, and that probably would help. That would probably be way more efficient. So here's tweet number 1.
Just give me a second. Thank you.
And this is the type of shit that she tweets out. Like, listen. First, let me preface this by saying, okay, if you have a Twitter that people can find based on your name, why would you talk shit about your coworkers on Twitter? Because if they're nosy and they do a simple Google search of your name, they're going to find your name and they're going to find your Twitter and they're going to look on there and they're going to see you're talking shit about them. And that's probably not going to be good for the workplace. Right? I mean, these are your coworkers. You need to work with them. You're not, like, working beside them. But I digress.
That's some high school bullshit right there.
She's subtweeting people in real life.
Subtweeting. Yeah, it's the stupidest thing ever.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? What benefit do you get?
No clue.
People know that you talk shit about them.
So, Bagel, you got the picture of the dog and shit?
Yeah.
All right, so you look at the tab. It says here, when nobody can cover your shifts at work and the manager uses that as an excuse to ask you to work other shifts. So she's barking about that, all right? Looks that's actually a picture of her. We move on. Under it, it says, I don't give a fuck if Jenny has no one to cover her for one shift a week when my ass works alone 3 to 5 days a week with no call-off options. Then she goes on to say, I don't even have any coworkers named Jenny, but I bet her non-existent ass calls off and I'm going to have to pick up the slack. So she, like, came up with some code name for her, but, like, if you're this quote-unquote Jenny, it'd be pretty easy to figure out who it is, and if you are a nosy coworker, you can pretty much do the math and figure out who this is. Then you can see Heavy Metal Gamer, as he referenced, going off about this. I'll link you another tweet here.
Okay, just give me a second.
That's one ugly ass dog, by the way.
Ooh.
What are you talking
That's
about?
her life and blood.
What are you talking about? That's a picture of her.
Oh yeah, that makes I can see the I can see.
You gonna send me the tweet there, friend?
I am. There you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
And here's a second one for after. Here's the after dinner mint. So we'll start off. True story. My boss pulled up our numbers to me, pointed at the screen, and said, quote, if it's green, it's good. If it's red, it's bad. Like, wow. Okay. Then the second tweet, the after dinner mint. She says, my boss is a woman, and she felt the need to tell me the correlation between colors in reading numbers. This is why I drink.
Probably
I didn't
drinks
know-
that gin.
Yeah, I didn't know that Leanne stole a couple of bottles of gin.
Probably.
Yeah, she probably gets her cut of the gin. Like Phil gets 3/4 of it, Leanna gets a fourth for whenever she gets home from work.
She gets last 6.
Yeah.
So she's on Twitter, and she's talking about her coworkers and her boss.
Bad idea.
Why even risk it?
Like, who cares?
I'll give her some credit. At least she's not caught yet.
That's bad. It's the fact that could totally look if they look like people who employ others. Look at their social media. 'Cause they do that. So, you gotta watch what you say online. Obviously. It's super risky.
Now,
No reason. There's like no reason to post it.
now here is something that there may be some antics at the office. Check that out, Mr. Bagel.
All right, let me see. And oh my lord.
What?
Nothing. Just saw something ridiculous. Anyway. Sticky note. Oh my fucking god.
Okay. So, let's irresponsibly speculate. It is a tweet that says, sticky note at my job has my name on it. That's it. The fuck does this mean to me? And then the follow-up tweet, the mystery continues. All 3 of my coworkers have no idea why my name is scribbled on a blank sticky note. Let's irresponsibly speculate. All right? Maybe there was like a picture that they saw in a magazine of like some person being a cunt or something, and they like drew the name Leanna and then put the sticky note over it to make fun of her because they read her Twitter and her subtweeting them. Huh?
Yeah. Probably.
Like, what if
I wouldn't doubt
what if they were chatting it up about her, and went and fucking was talking shit. That shit. What if they were talking that raspy shit about her? Huh?
Maybe. I'm trying to think of something else.
It's clear that they had like some. They don't know why it is, so they're acting like they don't know what's going on. If it was something simple,
Yeah.
they'd just be like, "Oh, we were just doing this," but they're all like, "We don't know." They talk about her trapezoids. Ooh,
Oh,
that's not.
maybe she found this sticky note in the toilet.
It'd be pretty shitty.
Because either that or she found it in the trash, which is where Leanna belongs. But you know,
Yeah. Now it turns
Well-
out that Eddie has ruined the mystery. Early spoiler. He figured out the mystery. Apparently, I was top whatever in the company for last month. That is absolutely
Damn it.
false. I don't believe that for a second. She was top of the company for what? Being a cunt? Like, top what? Did she? If she's
Top
a customer
cunt.
service, top cunt. Hey, that's like a good parody of Top Gun. That'd be good.
Yeah, top cunt.
Top cunt.
Sounds like a really bad porno.
Yeah, damn it. We were going to irresponsibly speculate for hours. And we get that.
I dislike you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But
Fine.
anyways, to do service to heavy metal gamers, question. How hard it is to get a job today, how hard it is for normal people to find work, to get hours, and not to be put into this like limbo of well, you're 1 hour under being full time, so we don't have to give you insurance. I know a lot of people that have been in that trap. You know, she's pretty well off. You know, she's got a part time job because she chooses to, but you know, she gets the car now. You know, Phil's got to sit at home, unfortunately, because Leanna's got the car, and she's bringing home some money. She's the breadwinner, and she's bitching about her job. While there are several unemployed people out there. Oh, Ghost Dragon says she's on top of the boss at the company. That's good.
Not literally, I hope.
That's what he's insinuating, that they're fucking Moogle.
Well, I mean, those cherries certainly aren't gonna get popped by Phil.
Ew, what the fuck?
All right, well, that's the end of the show.
No, we're moving on. Moving on. So yeah, she shouldn't. Any last thoughts on her being unappreciative for her job? Okay. Moving on. We've got. Oh wow. All right. This is people with conspiracy theories. Let's see. We'll get to gaming topics in just a bit. Oh, so people want us to talk about the H3H3 thing, about him getting sued by another YouTuber for using his content. Now, I have to admit, I am a little bit out of the know on what's going on. I started to watch the video and then something came up, Overwatch, but I didn't fully grasp what's going on with H3H3. Does anyone here right now know what's kind of going on? Can anyone give us like a just general rundown?
Yeah, I know a little bit about it. I watched the video and I know a little bit of what happened after the fact. And
Okay.
it's pretty interesting. So the whole video, it's pretty much H3 and his girlfriend, fiance, I don't know, his significant other, and he's
I thought
talking
that
about
was like
it.
his lawyer or his mom or something.
No, no.
Sorry, I don't want to be rude. She's probably a nice lady.
Yeah, she seems cool. I never really watched H3, but he seems like a cool guy. But anyways, there's some guy that, they're just watching. Like, it was like a 14-minute video, and they watched a 3-minute video of some guy doing parkour, and it was like a really cringe-worthy video. So they made fun of him, but then they said at the end of that video, they said, oh, go check out his channel. He seems like he put a lot of hard work into it, whatever. So the guy, it's like a bald guy who does parkour, and this bald guy, his name is Matt Haas. And he's like, oh, okay, I don't like you making fun of me, so I'm going to sue you. And he's like, oh, it's copyright infringement or something like that. So he took down the video, and he wanted H3 to like apologize for making this video, making fun of him. And he wanted H3 to pay him $4,000. And so H3 said, yeah, I could have paid $4,000 just for him to leave me alone. I could get my video back. Or he couldn't get the video back, but like he wouldn't have any other problems. So this lawyer that Matt Haas got said, give me $4,000. But then H3 said, you know what? No, that's going to set a bad precedent. That's going to mean that this lawyer is going to go after other people who he's going to go to other people who have problems, and they're going to make them. It's going to set a bad precedent if he pays the $4,000 and gives in to this guy, because he knows that H3 is in the right. So they're going to court about it, and yeah, they had to pay. Like they said, it's going to take up to $100,000 to go to court just for this stupid fucking guy. And the whole video is him pointing out that Matt Haas, like, there's no standing that he has. Like, it's 100% fair use.
So essentially, then, is this a situation where this person put a copyright strike? H3H3 did the sort of normal, automatic response to just be like, no, appeal it. And then this Matt Haas person was like the first person in history to actually follow through with this. And
that's like
actually
what he's trying to
bring
do.
a lawsuit.
Yeah, so he's trying to bring the lawsuit, Matt Haas, and this lawyer who really just wants money, obviously. That's what most lawyers are for. And yeah, so sounds like they're going to court about it. And there's a GoFundMe by some random guy, Philip DeFranco, I think.
Well, he's not a random guy. That's like a
he's not a
that's
random
a huge
guy.
YouTuber. Yeah.
But yeah, but it's not H3 who started it.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
And so he made a GoFundMe, and right now it's like $117,000. So it's going to pay for his court thing. It just shows that people are finally sticking up for fair use and standing up for the bullshit, which I agree with, and that's something that Phil should have learned last year, and he didn't. It might have actually gone to that point, but this seems like it's actually going to go through, and that there actually will be a court case about this. And I'm glad that H3 is going to pay for it, and it seems like H3 100% is in the right, and that 15-minute video is pretty much him deconstructing the legal case against him. So, pretty good.
Now,
I'm in support.
Sorry, go ahead. Yes,
I said I was in support of H3.
Now, this sort of resonates with us because, I mean, we were sort of in this situation where we were sort of getting, Machinima was trying to push us around. I mean, let's be frank about it. Lupo was one of the first people that personally experienced this. I had this happen with Hotline Miami and stuff like this. Machinima was trying to push us around, and to try to intimidate us and to try to get us to stop making the Say You Don't Play videos because they just didn't like them. They had no actual intent to follow through with this. So when we actually did appeal, they never followed up on it. So it's my belief that they simply did it as an intimidation tactic, like that we're just stupid kids that don't know what we're doing and that we'll be intimidated by that and we'll just take the videos down and feel as though, Big Bad Machinima is going to pull out the legal team and fucking sue us and shit. But they never had any interest in doing it because clearly they've never actually followed through on any of these from what we know, and I'm pretty sure we would hear about it. So this is an actual situation where somebody did follow through with this, and this is resonating with, I guess you could call it the YouTube community. I don't know, the YouTube user base, people that use YouTube, view YouTube. And big YouTubers are picking up on this. I saw big YouTubers were donating thousands of dollars to this thing.
Yep.
Obviously, Phil DeFranco made this, so it resonated with him in a big way. This could be a landmark case in terms of establishing fair use on YouTube. This will be sort of, this is important. The reason I call it a landmark case is because if we get what's, I don't want to speak down to people, but if you don't know, basically, if they get a precedent set here, then that will be what future court cases, if they come about, will be compared to. So let's say that this case goes in favor of H3H3. If these things happen in the future, the lawyers are basically going to argue and reference this case to make an argument for the result of their future cases. So this will have a big impact on YouTube in general, fair use, and future lawsuits, because that's where these disputes ultimately go. And if your case is going to go the way of the previous case, it would take a lot to sort of go against the set precedent, because then you could possibly, appeal and all this other stuff. But anyways, this is significant, and I'm very interested to see how this turns out. I mean, obviously, you look at the amount of support that went this way. This is going to be well funded. I feel as though Ethan, right? I don't watch his stuff. So
Yes. Yeah.
Ethan's going to have a very competent team of lawyers. With that amount of money, he's definitely going to have some competent lawyers that perhaps specialize in copyright, that specialize in this kind of thing. And I got to be honest, guys, I feel as though this is going to be a victory for fair use, and this is going to establish a very clear, concise precedent on fair use and this type of video, where you're using footage and you're talking about it. Because as we are right now, fair use on YouTube and stuff like that, these reactionary videos, there's still a gray area. There's not clear, definitive language about how these YouTube transformative work and stuff like that. It's still sort of up to interpretation. So if we can get a clear precedent set here, this can sort of change the course of YouTube, or at least protect people like us that do these type of videos ourselves.
Yep. And I think it's cool that he realizes that the precedent would be set if he gave in and gave $4,000 to this lawyer just to avoid a court case. So he's sticking up for himself, and I think that's pretty cool. I checked out his other stuff. He seems like a cool guy, and I never really knew much about him. I knew there's some drama with some other people, but I don't really give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it seems like this is pretty cool, and if it goes like good, and which I think it should,
I'm sure it will.
Yeah.
I'm confident.
yeah. The only thing is though, which it's a different case, but it's similar. I saw someone mention. I did remember this. Like Ray William Johnson, right?
Mm-hmm.
He got in a court case and he actually lost for the same kind of thing.
Now, do you know at all any particulars about it? Like what was happening?
It was like some actual copyrighted stuff. Like there was a popular guy, and I think he like actually had it copyrighted. Like he went out of his way to make sure that this was his thing, not just on YouTube. So he used that footage. Ray William Johnson, he's kind of stupid, so he didn't really know much about it. I don't think really Ray William Johnson really is he's not a smart guy. I don't think he is. And I think there's some other stuff that, because Ray William Johnson, like his whole thing was showing the entire video and just commenting on it, like really quickly, but he showed the whole video, He got a lot of money off of it. So kind of similar, but there's some other things about it. And apparently went on for a couple of years, I think. So I don't know. But anyways, for H3, I think this is a win for him, I hope. So.
Like I said, I do think that this will potentially set a precedent, a healthy precedent for fair use. And let's be clear, like this is going to go on for a while, unless this guy decides to drop his case. Maybe he'll feel pressure on social media, people telling him. I mean, obviously, dude, people know about this. Obviously, the where's the fair use thing was a giant thing, and this is just sort of an extension of that. And obviously, I think that people, let's just say this, like H3H3 has a pretty engaged fan base, right? They're going to go tell this guy he's a cocksucker and shit like that. Like, this guy's going to get a shit ton of flack. So he might just decide to fucking drop it and just sort of wash his hands of this thing and move on, and instead of going through with it, because this is going to drag on for a while. If this goes the entire course, this is going to take possibly years. Like Loophole was talking about the Ray William Johnson thing. That's normal, and that's how things work. Especially if there's an appeal and all this other shit. So this is going to be a long haul, and I don't even know how this guy is able to afford an equally competent lawyer, or who this lawyer even is. Like I said, I apologize. I'm not as up on this stuff. I just sort of glanced at it and there was a question about it, so figured we'd get a discussion about it. But
yeah, but for Matt Hossone, he's gotten a ton of shit. Like, it's funny, like his last video was in April 13th, and this Matt Hossone guy, the guy who's suing, he has a shit ton of dislikes.
of course,
Massive megaton, and all the comments are like, kill yourself, piece of garbage, do parkour off the Grand Canyon, stuff like that. So people clearly
Jesus.
Yeah, well, people clearly are passionate about this, and they like fair use. They don't like people saying, "Oh, you can't use my content." It was like the Fine Bros. "Oh, you can't use like our kind of stuff." It's garbage. People don't like that. The where's the fair use thing? A lot of people stood up for it. So yeah, the regular people like fair use, and they want to see it stood up and protected.
of course. I mean, I've heard before the internet get referred to as the Wild West, and people like it that way, though, because, I mean, I support a sort of laissez-faire sort of style, and YouTube obviously cracks down. They have a lot of different protections in place to protect themselves, more so than the content creator. And I think that's why YouTube really isn't getting involved in this. I saw someone in the comments, I apologize, I don't remember who, was like, well, yeah, of course YouTube's not going to help out with this or anything. Of course they're not. They're just going to sit back and, I mean, they're not going to comment on it or anything. They don't, they're a very silent company on this kind of shit. Like, they're not going to get involved. This is going to drag on through the courts if it goes, if it goes the whole way. And I'm hoping that that we get a victory here for this is almost like a victory for the entire internet, for the for YouTube in general, for content creators.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a great thing.
Yep.
I mean, we've talked about this before. I don't want to go too far into this, but we definitely use fair use to our advantage to have fun with the content that we make and stuff like that. And even though we don't monetize it or anything else like that, I definitely support people using clips of people and turning it into a transformative work, like this is how you don't play or something else like that. Just re-uploading something or something like that obviously isn't the morally right thing to do. But if you're putting commentary over it, if you're editing it in a certain way, if you're doing stuff with it to make it transformative, I don't see the problem. So hopefully this is a win for the internet.
Yep.
Any other thoughts on that before we move on? Gaming topics. So,
oh boy.
if you all right, so let's how do we play this one? Well, all right, so if you're not interested in Overwatch, please go ahead and turn the video off, turn the live stream off. No hard feelings. We love you. Go fuck yourself. And yeah, so we are going to talk about Overwatch. All right. So if you do not want to hear about Overwatch, we don't hold it against you, right? But we want to, and it's the gaming topic, and it's a brand new release.
Yee.
So we're going to talk a little bit about Overwatch. Okay? Oh, hey. And before you go, those not interested in Overwatch, maybe this short giveaway may help you become interested in Overwatch. This is a giveaway exclusively for YouTube, obviously, but also for our friends in the EU. I was given a code on PC specifically for the EU from our friend Posak at Posak Presents. If you want a chance to win a copy of Overwatch on PC, the Origins Edition, specifically for the EU, can't guarantee it'll work anywhere else. Type into the comments boxes. First person in the comments section to type in the word boxes will win a copy of Overwatch Origins Edition on PC, specifically for the EU, courtesy of Posak at Posak Presents. Good luck, my friends.
Holy fuck, this game is fantastic. 10 out of 10 would play again.
This game is so fucking good. This game
very
makes me
nice.
want to fucking come.
Wow.
What the fuck? Oh,
Damn,
Jesus
Loophole.
Christ. No game has ever done that to Loophole before. Not even Shenmue has done that to Loophole before.
That
That's
should
when
be
you
quoted.
know you have a good game.
Since
That should be a quote, by the way.
Maybe.
What's
Game.
the direct point for the podcast?
So goddamn good, people. This game is so fucking good. You might get butter. We talk about it too much. Let me tell you something, motherfuckers. This is the best multiplayer game of all time.
Damn.
Without a fucking doubt.
Wow.
Nope, I
You know,
played
that's
it.
saying
I
too
played
much.
it for more than 8 hours. I played a little bit during the podcast.
What?
Wow!
Oh,
You son of a
game.
bitch!
Sex.
Come on! I have the
Yes.
game. I have the game right in front of me,
We're
and
all
I'm still not
sacrificing.
playing it.
You son of a
We are
bitch.
we are all a living sacrifice due to the
I
fact
stuck a
that we
little- I
cannot
stuck a little
fulfill our
like-
Overwatch addictions, and your fucking bitch ass
Oh.
is not even kind enough to do that. Nah, fuck you.
Ah, listen, man. This game, it makes me happy. I played more than 9 hours. Actually, way more than that. Never mind. But the PC, I have the PC version and the PS4 version. The first time ever, I bought 2 versions of the same game on release day. Man, oh fucking man, this
I think
game.
I've put like 30 hours into it already.
I need to check again, but I've played more than like 15 hours. And I plan to play way more than that. I want to play this game forever. This game is so fucking fun, so fucking diverse, so varied, so complex, so simple, so addicting. It's fucking so good, people.
It's
I
so good.
have no place.
And really, when you
So
think about
good.
it, right? Let's be honest here. This game shipped with just like basically 2 game modes: escort the payload, capture the point, and then like hybrids of them. But I mean, for essentially 2 game modes, it's the characters that carry the game. It's the maps that carry the game. The objective and stuff, sort of, it's nice, but the interaction with the characters, the puzzle that you have to solve. I mean, we were talking about this. It doesn't really seem like there's any overpowered characters. Every character seems really well thought out, and it seems as though every character had the other characters in mind. And I think that's the most important part of it, is that they didn't just think about just this character, let's figure it out. Every character was sort of adjusted or balanced in regards to other players, other characters. And over the process of the closed betas and the open betas, especially during the closed betas, they've made a lot of refinements. I was following some of these people that had this access, and different characters changed almost dramatically throughout, and they've really been balancing and tweaking this thing, and it shows, I can't think of a character where you can pick it and just run through people. And I know people are going to point to Bastion, but there's so many counters to Bastion that it's really... What I think is happening here is I think that people are starting to play the game and they don't know how to deal with Bastion. And because it's so easy to just pick up and play with Bastion, that people are just getting sprayed down and they're getting frustrated about it and they don't know how to deal with it yet. And therefore they're saying, fuck Bastion. Like, their first experience with Bastion is negative because they're just getting sprayed down,
Yep.
But, I mean, he has a giant weak spot on the back of him that's illuminated blue.
Mm-hmm.
He has a hard time aiming up quickly. And obviously...
Stationary.
He's stationary. So, it is easy to deal with him. And I when you play games, I make a comparison to like fighting games, right? Because it has the unique characters with characteristics and shit like that. When I play fighting games, I usually only play a couple characters. But with Overwatch, I've been having fun playing with almost all of them.
Mm-hmm. I'd say all of them. Like, in some way, I have fun. Some more than others, obviously. But every character is fun to play. You're not going to say, oh, I hate playing this character. I don't know of a single one. Even Zarya, which I don't care for, I can still play as her.
Takes some getting used to.
Yeah.
It does.
I just don't want to learn her.
You have to take damage to give damage, essentially. When she starts off, if her meter's at 0, she doesn't do very much at all. But once you start to take damage, and if your partner's bubbled and they take damage, you start to give it back. But so I will say there's one thing about Zarya where you feel a little bit hesitant to put damage on her because you feel like it's going to come back. But that's assuming my instincts are this Zarya player knows what they're doing, and if I lay damage on them, they're just going to give it back. Like that, I hesitate a little bit when I see a Zarya to put damage on her.
Yeah, I do the same thing, because I mean, while it could just be some new person to the game that's just trying this character out for the first time, it could also be someone that's experienced with the character. So you don't really want to take that risk and just play it safe.
Mm-hmm. Let's go around and let's see who have you guys gravitated towards? Who have you guys really enjoyed the most playing? We'll start with Mr. Kez.
And he's dead. Oh,
yeah.
Never mind.
Well, I actually like playing as Reinhardt. No.
It was supposed to be a joke because you don't have the game yet, but go ahead.
Well, he did play the beta. He did play the beta.
Yeah, I played the
he
beta.
played the
And
beta.
I'm getting the game tomorrow, so fuck you, Fred.
Oh, okay.
Triple fucker. Yeah. I
Damn.
actually do like playing as Reinhardt, dude. I like being useful for the team, And I Another character that I actually want to play more is Genji.
Genji? Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a lot
just
there.
to yeah, because Genji
Difficult.
can actually disrupt the enemy team. You know, you're jumping into like a place with 5 enemies. You just keep jumping around, moving, and they're never gonna kill you. So there's potential there to make them focus on you while your team come around and destroy them.
What about you, Fezzy?
Maybe
Oh, were you still going,
Uh,
Kaz? I'm sorry, you paused. Were you still talking?
just maybe some May. Right. There's May. Who
Yeah,
knows?
I like May.
We'll see tomorrow.
What about you, Fezzy?
Well, it's no surprise that I do enjoy playing as Junkrat, but new characters that I've actually gravitated toward is Lucio. I really like playing as him. In fact, he's the second most played character that I played so far. And I'm also getting the hand of Reaper. Reaper is actually pretty good too. And then there's also, let's see, who else have I played a lot of? I think I've played a lot of, oh yeah, I played a lot of Hanzo. I mean, now I'm not exactly the most accurate with him, but I'm getting better.
Now,
Not only that, but that ultimate, it's pretty good.
Lucio, I think he's the best support in the game. Like I initially really liked Zenyatta, and I still do like playing Zenyatta. He's very unique. But in terms of like support, if like let's say everybody picked their characters and there is no support, I almost by default go Lucio. And I see a lot of people do that too. Like,
He's incredibly strong with the AoE heal.
I mean, there's so much benefit there, and you know when you hit his boost, I mean he can heal people almost as good as Zenyatta from a range, but he makes such a difference. I distinctly remember this game that we were playing, and we were just getting completely destroyed here and there, and like I switched from Zenyatta to Lucio, and it just made a complete difference. We stayed alive. We were able to move around. We were able to get from the spawn to the point a lot quicker. I mean, that's another big benefit that I don't think people think about as much. You know, Symmetra obviously can put a teleporter to get you to wherever you need to go quickly, but Lucio can do that from the very beginning. The second he spawns, he can amp up or boost his speed, and he can get you guys all to the point very quickly. And that's valuable. You know, you save some valuable time there. Now, obviously, Lucio, the problem, obviously, his normal fire, the burst fire, is not very strong. But what we've been having a lot of fun doing is pushing people with that blast, pushing people off the stage, pushing people into pits and stuff. It looks awesome.
I even got a play of the game with that. So, oh man, that's the greatest feeling ever. Like getting an environmental kill like that.
Moogle, do you have that footage of us doing the 3 Lucios, 3 Roadhogs?
Yeah, I already played that.
Okay.
Yeah. I already played that a while ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Play it again.
But yeah.
Play it again.
Play it again.
Play it again while we're talking about this. Yeah.
Sure.
Gives a good backdrop.
Yeah.
Then we got another video I want to play while we have that discussion.
Yeah. I know exactly what you want. All right, let me find that video. Where is it? It's titled really weird.
It's like of 6 hogs or some shit.
Yeah, I found it. All right, and there we go. I got it playing now. There we go.
Somebody asked still Overwatch. You can just basically assume the rest of the show is going to be Overwatch. So we'll let you know if something changes. But so as you can see here, Moogle's character here, Roadhog, loves the Roadhog. But we had the idea like, well, I forgot who said it. Like, oh, what if we did 3 is this the footage? I see a Zenyatta floating around.
Yeah, this is the footage.
Okay. That we said to ourselves, oh, why don't we do 3 Lucios, 3 Roadhogs, and the result was pretty funny actually. Like
there we are.
We pushed it all the way to the point, But we realized that when we got to the point, we didn't have enough firepower long distance. Like they were able to put their backs against the wall and just lay a bunch of damage forward. So we realized that we needed, like a Reinhardt to take that damage and stuff like that. But to the point of Lucio, though, sort of, well, I just wanted to branch off into just talking about specific characters as people mention them. But yeah, I think Lucio is an outstanding support, really well designed character. I don't use his wall ride that much. Maybe I should to. I guess you can kind of evade a little bit with the
Yeah.
wall ride.
I use it
Little
to get
bit, yeah.
I use it to get across gaps all the time.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
so I'm
Hanamura.
always-
that's
across.
that's its main thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
I
that you
I
can
actually
get across gaps.
I actually did it once and knocked someone off the edge.
Really?
It was pretty. Yeah, I did it by accident too. I was wall riding and I saw a Roadhog who hooked me and then I knocked him back and he fell into the pit. He almost hooked me and took me off the edge. So
Now you see, one of the great things about being Lucio is that if a Roadhog does happen to try to hook you into that pit, is that you can simply wall ride up the well and just kind of just
Survive.
free yourself.
It's
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
little tricky. I had trouble with it trying to wall ride out of like a pit or like off a cliff or whatever. It's a little tricky, but yeah, if you get the hang of it, you can survive falling off the level.
You can, and it's more satisfying than you may think.
But the only thing with Lucio is, doesn't have a lot of good damage output. You can really the way I see myself playing Lucio when there's an offensive play, is just to sort of just spam out damage and just sort of add on to people already doing damage. If you run across somebody, you're not going to be able to apply any meaningful damage to them. Even if you get headshots, which is hard because it's not a hit scan attack. It has travel time. It's not instantaneous like McCree, for example. So it's a little tough, and I think that big like blast is nice. You can sort of, if you get hooked by Roadhog, you can blast him away. If you have like a Reaper come near you or something like that, you can blast him away. But yeah.
yeah.
So but you, Mr. Bagel, characters you've been gravitating towards.
Well, I've been playing a little bit of Roadhog. I actually found myself playing them less ever since I started playing Tracer and Genji. I don't know what it is about fucking Genji, but every time I play him, it's kind of hit or miss with him because he does get, like, he's extremely frail as a target. He dies super fast. Even with his deflect, he can die pretty damn fast if you're not careful. But I've found myself gravitating towards those characters just because I love the high mobility, and that's kind of like my playstyle. I like having a lot of mobility in that. Roadhog I like just because I can pick off weaker targets, and it's always so satisfying when you're able to like hook someone and get a lot of burst damage going off. But with Tracer and Genji, it's a whole different story. You have a lot of mobility. You're able to engage in fights, like very fast. And you're able to assassinate people as much as you can. That's kind of how those characters are built, and that's what I really like about those characters a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Now, for me, and we'll let Lupo go last because I know he's got a lot to say. But for me, I've actually, I don't know, I except for Fazzy, who's still addicted to Junker, I think we've all been playing different characters than we've been playing during the beta. I feel like I sort of had this idea, and it was a misguided idea, that I was going to try to learn a main character. And I feel like when we got the game, and I'm sure a lot of us watched videos and different stuff like that, but when we got into this actual release, we realized that you have to be able to play multiple characters. And I feel like that's what we've been sort of using our time to do, is to get good with maybe a character from each class, so that if the need comes, that we can switch. But I found myself playing Reinhardt for mainly for the ability to block a bunch of damage. If I see that the team doesn't have a tank, by default, I'll go Reinhardt. I don't like playing any of the other characters as much in that role. The characters that are denoted as tanks, I don't think they have the same sort of use. I mean, Reinhardt's very versatile for pushing forward. He can take 2,000 damage with that shield. He can escort the payload. I don't know how many times I've been able to escort the payload with extra shield on both sides of the payload. Like, that's a really nice position to be in, where you have the car in front of you is blocking some damage. You have some shield hanging over both sides for people to walk with you, and some damage blocking over the top. So you can really just walk the payload all the way to the goal. You can protect the Bastion. You can protect the Torbjorn turret. I mean, Reinhardt is a really good character, and I love that he can charge, because that changes his character. If he didn't have the charge, I think he would be a different character altogether. I think that charge adds it adds a real threat to Reinhardt, that it's not just that you have to stay away from him. That fire attack is fine. It's nice to just pepper in every once in a while, but it's not meaningful. But the charge is very meaningful.
Do you know that his projectile attack, it rips through his shields? Right?
Yeah. No, I know. But
So
if you're,
yeah,
let's say you...
Reinhardt,
Yeah.
you go straight through it.
When I battle with the Reinhardt, the fire attack doesn't really make all too much of a difference, unless I've already wounded him, and I could finish him off with it.
Yeah, it's more used to cause damage to someone that's behind the shield. Not really Reinhardt, but let's say you've caused enough damage to like a Bastion, and the guy goes behind the shield, you just finish him off with the fire attack.
It's good finishing off people at a long distance with it.
It is, but in my time...
It's gone its uses.
Go ahead.
Oh, I said it's gone its uses.
Go ahead, Fazzy.
Oh, I was going to say, what the charge basically does is it allows you to pick people off that are really annoying you, if you can. Like, say you're dealing with another Reinhardt, and he's just really trying to fuck with you. You can just charge him into the wall and just fuck him up, and that's that.
Mm-hmm. And it really just, like, what I really love to do is I love to charge forward, pick somebody off, hit him with the hammer, put up the shield, wait for it to recharge, and then storm back the other way. Like, it's almost like I can, like, let's say we're doing some mode like payload. If my shield breaks, I can just go off, and that amount of time my shield will be recharged, put it up real quick if there's someone around, and charge back the other way and get back to where I was. Like, and I love it's so satisfying, like, right when the game starts, to hit a blast, to hit a charge, and to fucking blast in front of other people and go faster than other people. It's so nice. It's so nice to travel with that charge. I love Reinhardt's charge. I really do. Brings me joy. Like, playing Reinhardt is oddly satisfying. Like, yeah, he's a mobile shield, right? And a lot of people like would say, like, oh, you just hold L2 and walk forward and that's all you do with him. Well, no, he's actually a genuine joy to play as. Like, I really enjoy playing Reinhardt, and when I look at my stats, I've actually been playing him the most. So, love Reinhardt. I've also been playing a lot of Lucio for support, like we said. I mean, there's not really much to follow up on there. He's mobile. He helps out in a lot of different ways. For attack, I've been playing a lot of Pharah. I like the other attack characters. They're fine. I initially thought I was going to be playing more Soldier 76, but I just didn't really... It just wasn't satisfying to play as him. I felt like the damage was a little underwhelming. But to play as Pharah is a lot of fun. Like, you can do a whole lot. Like, the maps really change to you when you're playing as Pharah. You can reach points that other people can't get. You can float around. And that jump jet is so awesome. It's evasive. It lets you get a good angle on stuff. Like, you know, if Hanzo ever hits his ultimate, dude, I'm in the air. Boom, I'm in the air. I'm fine. You can really escape a lot of different situations like that.
Definitely. Farah is very. You see, Farah has the advantage of being airborne, as there's many characters such as Junkrat that you can't really defend against
Mm-hmm.
because, well, height difference and also using the increased mobility while in the air, it makes you harder to hit by snipers. So overall, Farah is actually really strong.
Yeah. She's good at closing the gap compared to other characters on the roster.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And finally, for a defense character, I've been playing with Mei. And I didn't play with Mei at all during the beta. And I'd never thought that I would play as Mei. But I gave it some time, and I just said fuck it, and I started playing it, and I started messing around with her abilities. And I realized that she can offer some of the things that Reinhardt can, as far as like a shield and the ability to cordon off stuff and to prevent things from happening, but she can do it from a distance. And something that I find myself doing a lot is, like, let's say that there's a Widowmaker posted up, I'll put a wall in front of her. And basically she has to choose to either, waste time and try to take down the wall, or she has to reposition herself, or she has to just give up and just move altogether. She can't just continue to sit there and, she has to move. I've also been shutting down ultimates with that ice wall. Like, I remember this one play, everybody started freaking out because we were on Nepal and McCree went to hit his ultimate and I put a wall in front of him and it basically saved the whole team.
I thought I was fucking dead there, too. I had no health.
So, her wall... You alright there, Lipple?
What? I'm good.
Are you playing Overwatch?
No, I'm not playing Overwatch right now, I promise.
Fucking better not.
No, I'm not. I was looking at something, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he's not. He's free.
Keep an eye on him. But anyways, I've been playing as Mei a lot, and like I said, the wall is so versatile, so useful. You can put it in front of a bastion and upset them. You can prevent characters from coming in. You can block off doorways. You can buy time. You can run down the clock with it. I mean, there's so much you can do with the wall. And the freezing, like her normal R2, the freeze, actually beats a lot of characters. Like, I actually find myself getting into one-on-one engagements with, like, Reapers and stuff. Like, I don't fear, like, when I'm Reinhardt, I'm like, oh, fuck, a Reaper, it's going to come around the side, it's going to blast me. If I'm playing Zenyatta, oh, fuck, it's a Reaper, I'm fucking dead now. Like, with a Mei, if I see a Reaper, I'm completely content to go one-on-one with the Reaper. And I win almost every time. It's incredible. And if he hits the ultimate, I'll just hit the ice block. Like, it's very hard to deal with Mei unless you've got, a sniper and you can't put a wall up quickly. Maybe Farah putting up damage from above, or if you if you make a bad choice and go up against a ton of enemies at once, So yeah, anybody else been playing Mei?
No.
I've actually
You
been
don't play
playing
Mei,
a
Lupo?
little bit.
Hell no.
Why?
But Mei is
hell
Mei.
no. Go ahead.
Stupid.
Let's hear why.
You're stupid. Your fucking weapon sucks. It's just all, I get to freeze you for a little bit. Not a fan. I'm not a fan.
You freeze her and then you hit
Because of weapon
headshots.
sounds?
No,
She's
wait.
to me, she's C tier.
C tier.
No, she's not. She's not.
Yeah.
She's not.
I just don't think she's that special. I don't think that what she
Dude.
does is that cool.
Dude, I'll be honest.
Not
Mei,
that cool. I see what you
She's
did
probably the all-around character for Overwatch.
The all-around
I
character.
I'm not saying it like Soldier 76. I mean, like, she can do combos with almost everyone in that freaking game. She can freeze everyone. You can go in as Farah, Genji, Hanzo, hell, even Reaper. It's gonna work.
there. Even
She
Junkrat
puts
with
up a wall.
fire.
Yeah, she puts up a wall. Can you make her reptile jump through that, Fuzzy?
You can make it go over the wall.
To make it
Over
go
the
over it,
wall.
and she combos with freaking Junkrat too. Dude, she can do a lot with a lot of characters. So she's not C tier. She's
Absolutely,
fucking
C
S
tier.
tier.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, she is. She is.
She is not fucking S tier, my
is.
boy.
Yeah, she is.
So, listen, if you're not good at it, that's fine. I mean, you're not good at Zenyatta
No.
either, but
I barely played her. No. See, you'll be
give her a
surprised. when you hit my
chance.
top
I
five.
had the same approach. I thought she sucked too, and then I actually tried her, and yeah.
I played her a couple times. Not
Yeah. What Dragon Killer just said is amazing. Don't worry, Loophole. We all have shit opinions.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. The main
Oh.
defense force. What? She's in the lower half
No,
of the
so-
team.
I am not part of the Maze Bay garbage. I don't understand the fucking fascination with like her as a waifu or all this garbage that's been going on. This waifu garbage with her.
Diva is the weapon, not me.
Yeah.
That's Diva.
All right, that's fine. We can deal with that. But what I'm just trying to say is like I'm not trying to be fucking Maze Bay garbage because I think she's attractive or anything else like that.
Oh,
I think
she's
that
fat.
playing as her is actually really rewarding. I think that the
yes.
freezing allows you to go up against characters that you normally couldn't, right? The walls have a very good utility. You've seen the walls. You've been appreciative of those walls.
I hate the walls, but I guess the walls are really good thing. But I don't like the freezy gun. Not a fan. I don't like the freezy gun.
Somebody
The
said,
walls I can appreciate.
anyone that says that May is not good just doesn't
Aw.
understand.
Doesn't understand.
I actually challenge you, Loophole, to play 5 games in a row as May.
All right, fine. You know what? Sure.
Play 5 games in a row as May, and see if your opinion changes.
Fine.
And you have to you have
Alright.
to make a genuine effort to try to use her abilities.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking forfeit.
All right. So
I mean, she's not terrible to play. She's not horrible. I just think that out of everyone else, she's one of the lower ones. I don't want to pick her. I just don't think of her as one I'd want to pick.
So now it's time we segue to Mr. Lepo's picks. What
Yeah.
have you been playing? Let's hear all about it.
All right, I'm gonna give you my top 5
Uh-oh.
Overwatch characters.
Oh shit.
Top 5. I was thinking
This is
doing
going to be
one per
interesting.
class, but I have 2 favorites from 2 of the classes and 1 from another one. So I was like, fuck it. Top 5.
Okay.
Here we go.
Alright.
I'll make this as fast as possible. Number 5, Zenyatta.
Wow.
I really like Zenyatta. I think out of all the support, he's the most fun. And I think it's the most rewarding. I think it's the most. I think he gets the most respect, and I think that his damage is decent, and that his support, like health and with the orbs, I think it's really cool, and I think it's very, very rewarding.
The
like I said
healing's a
earlier.
little low, right? I mean, it's a little low per second. You gotta, and you can't just drop an orb on somebody and you used to be able to. You believe it or not, the original Zenyatta not only had 200 health, which I wish they'd bring back, but you didn't have to keep people in line of sight for the Discord orb or for the health orb. Basically, you stuck it on them, and it stayed on them until they died or until you changed to somebody else.
Okay.
Imagine playing that way.
It used to heal in a flat rate. Now it just heals per second.
Yeah, it heals, I think, 30 per second.
Yeah.
Fine.
So it's low. It is low.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
if I see need support characters or no support characters, I'll pick Zenyatta. I think he's the most fun. I think he's the most, even though he's 3 stars, I still think he's one of the easier to understand, other than Mercy. But I don't think Mercy's very fun to play as.
I don't either.
Yeah. So
Hey, I
number
like
4,
playing Mercy.
Oh, she's
Number
very
4.
useful. That fucking
Yeah.
the way she can resurrect is fucking awesome.
That is her main thing.
Amazing.
That's
Game changing.
right?
Game changing.
Absolutely.
How many
game
times have we
changing.
had
I
a game changed on us because they resurrected
Last
at the
night
end?
we had it happened.
Yeah, that happened so many times last night. I mean, you pull off a cool ultimate, you wipe out the entire team, and then in comes Mercy. Just to undo all of that progress.
I do like that. I just don't think that she's as rewarding or fun to play as Zenyatta, but I do like that ultimate. It's very, very good. And she's fine. She's like middle tier.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that's my number 5. My number 4, he used to be my number 1, but now number 4 is Junkrat. Because I think he's fun to play as, but I think that his normal weapon, like his explosion radius, is actually pretty small, smaller than I expected. And I still think he's one of the most fun to play as. He's very fun, and I just thought that when I played these other 3 characters more, I grew to like them more. But I still like playing as Junkrat. My number 3 is Reaper. Reaper, you feel the most badass with them,
I don't like. I don't know why, man. I just can't get into Reaper.
I like teleporting behind people and killing. That's very satisfying.
Yeah.
Incredibly.
I don't know, man. I feel like the range on his shotguns is underwhelming, and obviously when you get up close, you get people pretty badly, right? It's 2 shotguns, but I don't know, man. I feel like he's a little fragile, which is good. I'm happy that it balances him really well, but yeah, I'm not a Reaper fan. I can't get into him.
Reaper is one of those characters where he's not. You can't fight with him medium range. You can't even fight with him close range. You have to fight with him at extremely close range in order to do very good damage.
But he does very good damage, though. To be fair, when you're very up close, he does super good damage. You can fuck people up real good, and the surprise attacks that he does is very satisfying to me. And I like being more up close and personal. I don't like sniping or anything like that. So I think that sometimes I just like playing as Reaper, and I think he's fun, and his abilities are pretty cool. That invincible floating thing he does is pretty cool, and the teleporting can be very, very handy. I think it's really goddamn cool.
He was the second character that I played as when I played originally during the open beta, and it's because I kept getting fucked up with them, so I was like, all right, fine, I'm gonna play with him then, and I liked him for a while. It's just I found other characters, and I never really went back to them. So, yeah, maybe I'll give him a try.
Reaper is actually that one character that you go in, you kill someone, you go out. That's why he has that ethereal whatever thing. He goes like floating around.
Oh, the Wraith form,
invincible. Yeah. You go in, you kill someone. By the time you kill them, it's gonna be recharged. So you go out. That's how you play Reaper.
Yep. So. Really like Reaper. I like his abilities. He's a cool character. The edgy shit, not a fan, but whatever. Doesn't impact my enjoyment of him.
Death walks
right.
on you.
Down to my last 2. All right.
Okay.
This might be a surprise. Most people don't pick him, which I find surprising, but I really enjoy the engineer from TF2, so that's why I really like Torbjorn.
Oh, Torbjorn.
Really?
I think his weapon is decent, but the turret is really, really good. And for defense, like if it's like a capture point, I always pick Torbjorn. He's just fun to play as, and the turret is really good. And when he's super powered, it's really awesome. And it's nice. It's fun to find good points for the turret. And I think that like I said, it's like the engineer from TF2, and it's just fun to play as. And I like giving armor, so he has a little bit of support in him too. And people like the armor picks, like everything. I like Torbjorn. He's very fun. And he's a fat midget, so you can't go wrong with that.
Fat midget.
He's good. So he's a good character. I really like him. I really like how they balanced him to that. And I think the turret is very nice. Okay. My number 1. Can anyone take a guess?
Oh, I know what it's gonna be.
Really?
It's high noon.
God damn it. I love McCree. What can I say? He is the most fun to play as. Because let me tell you something.
Uh-huh.
McCree against single people is so fun. He's just fun. Revolver is cool. He's cool. He looks cool. Like if I want to go after skins, I want everything in McCree. I want 54 out of 54 things in McCree. McCree is cool. It's high noon. God damn, what a great character.
Now, have you mastered the high noon yet?
No, but I have been getting better with them. I realize that I need to wait, and I need to focus on them, and I need to be in a good position. And it's a little bit of a difficulty curve with the high noon, but I've been doing better, and I think I can be even better. And the same goes for his weapon and the flashbang. I've been using the flashbang a lot, and it actually does really fucking help because he has a short, he has a small blast radius with the revolver. So if you stun people, then fuck them up with the revolver, where you can shoot all 6 of your bullets at the same time. Man, it's satisfying. It's so fucking sad. And for he's really good against tracers, which are fucking annoying to fight against. So you can stun their bitch asses and fuck them up with the revolver. So good. So yeah, I love McCree. I love McCree. That's why he's my profile picture on Twitter. I love McCree. I love It's High Noon. I still think it's funny. And overall, I just think just the most fun.
All right. So, final thoughts on Overwatch gameplay and characters and yada yada yada.
Fuck, what a great game.
Where's Sombra when you need her?
Yeah, I mean, that might be something to close with, other than, you know, my thing I want to talk about. But
Oh boy.
I feel like, you know, these new characters, I'm excited, but if Sombra is actually going to be a support sniper, I'm in support of less snipers. I hate snipers, so hopefully I mean, I don't know how they're going to do that, but all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see on your screen, I have made a video unboxing some loot boxes, and I didn't really know this was going to happen, but there's been a lot of controversy, I guess. I don't know, a lot of subtweeting, a lot of fucking snarkiness, a lot of fucking, like, you know, I know better than you do kind of stuff going on about people buying loot boxes. People buying loot boxes. So, if you're not aware, there is the ability to purchase loot boxes. What happens in Overwatch is every level that you level up, you gain 1 loot box. The loot box gives you a random chance of getting items. Now, in this game in particular, there are, and I've got some numbers for you because I wanted to talk about this scientifically. I wanted to, you know, give you guys some actual information that you can get here. So, of the 21 characters, every one of them has 54 collectible items, including skins, emotes, which are basically little animations that you could do whenever you want. Voice lines that you can make your character say, victory poses after you win a match, highlight animations when you get play of the game, and graffiti that you can just spray wherever. That totals to 1,134 items that you can get. Now, if you get a duplicate, there are duplicates, you get 20% of that item's value, and then you can go buy these things directly if you want to. So, they introduced the ability to just buy these loot boxes. If you don't want to just rank up and get one each time, you can just buy loot boxes. And there's some people on, I saw like an initial like rush of like people being like, yeah, I want to buy those loot boxes, because people finally got the game on release and they're thinking like, how much are these, you know, they heard that there's going to be loot box microtransactions and they're, oh, we want to do it. And then there was like this rush of unboxing videos that these big YouTubers were doing of them opening up 100 or 50 or whatever the fuck else. And then there started to become this thing about, oh, we want to get the loot boxes. The way the loot box system works, and let me just check and see for sure. Let me get the prices. It's $2 for 2. It is $10 for 11.
Yeah, 11. You get
11.
An extra one.
You get like a little discount. Here we go. Let me run down the pricing. So you get 2 boxes for $2. You get 5 boxes for $5. You get 11 loot boxes for 10, 24 for 20, and 50 for 40. So, as you can see, I'm doing an unboxing here of 50. I actually got away with paying 35 because GameStop had this little discount where eBay sold a gift card for $30 for 25, and I just paid the difference on 10. So, I got these 50 boxes for 35 bucks. But anyways, so it breaks down to a lot of stuff. And I actually read this article where they did a little bit of math, and they were talking about how long it would take you to get all this stuff. But we'll move on to that in just a second. I started seeing a lot of support initially of like, oh, I'm gonna get the boxes, and hey, I can't wait to get the boxes. And then I started to see a lot of like people, sort of chastising people, lecturing them on like, oh, you could just level up and get them and stuff like that. And it started, I don't know, for some reason turned into this like Twitter back and forth with people about like, oh, you should buy the I want to buy the boxes and you should buy the boxes. Like, I didn't really see people arguing that you should go buy the boxes. I've seen people arguing that they want to buy the boxes and then people telling them that they should not buy the boxes. So, that's always whatever. I mean, people argue on Twitter all the time. There's nothing wrong with that. But I just wanted to sort of argue that people should do what they want. I support people being free to do what they want. I personally was in a position where buying 50 loot boxes wasn't going to break the bank, wasn't going to affect me negatively, and I genuinely wanted to do it. I thought to myself, man, what would it be like to open 50 of those boxes? It's so satisfying to open a box. It's like pulling the slot, pulling the roulette, or gambling, pulling the slot machine, rolling the roulette. It's a gamble. And I got a really decent amount of joy out of opening those boxes. It's not just the rewards that you're going to get out of the box. It's the rush of opening the box, seeing them come up, and seeing what you actually got from them, And I was sitting around for the first couple days, and I was like, man, I really want to get these boxes. And then I was sort of talking myself out of it. Like, no, you shouldn't get the boxes. It's a waste of money, stuff like that. And what I ultimately decided was like, I don't want to, like, deprive myself of something I genuinely want. Like, if I want the boxes, I'm not just going to sit around and angst over it and be like, oh, I'm going to deprive myself of those boxes because I shouldn't get them. I just thought to myself, like, I want it, I can afford it, so I'm going to get the boxes. And that was essentially it. Now, before I go into numbers, let's get a discussion about this a little bit. I know, Lipo, you were originally a critic. We talked before the stream. You said you've sort of changed your opinion a little bit. What do you think? What do you think about this whole loot box controversy, fiasco?
So, I've always been, critical of stuff like microtransactions ever since it started appearing in games. Since I think the first one that pissed me off was Dead Space 3. And that game had microtransactions where you could buy guns earlier and you could buy a bunch of upgrades and stuff and make you better. That kind of stuff from then, like in 2013 to now, I think is bullshit. There are microtransactions in Uncharted that do the same thing. Uncharted 4, where you can buy stuff and you get upgrades, you get boosts, you get stuff faster, so it makes you better at the game. And I have not seen a game, or it's been a while, I haven't seen personally a game that does purely cosmetic microtransactions in a very long time, or I can't recall any. I think Street Fighter does the costume DLC, and I think those are fine. I think most people are fine with Street Fighter DLC for just costumes. They're just purely cosmetic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, I personally, Tyler Hansen was like, oh, if you say something nice to Lewis, I'll buy you fucking 11 boxes. I was like, oh, okay. I'll compliment Lewis for
Oh, this is a whole nother layer.
What?
Oh, this is a whole nother layer, Loophole.
What?
Oh, you actually had to do something to get these.
Yeah.
Oh, we talked last night about your little fucking, oh, I hate myself for doing this. And you didn't even say that you literally had to go out of your way to get this.
All I said was Lewis is a cool guy.
Wow, which would make you hate yourself.
That's why. See,
wow.
That's part of it. That's part of it.
You sold your soul for 10 boxes. That's why 11. You hate yourself.
11 boxes.
11 boxes.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
Well, hold on. Let me tell you the why. The reason why I did it was because I personally have come to the conclusion I do not have a problem with the loot boxes in Overwatch because they are 100% purely cosmetic and do not affect the game. They are personally for your enjoyment if you want to unlock ones that you want. Now, for me, the voices, the sprays, the costumes, those are cool. But for me, I would not want to spend $10 to get 11 boxes. I think for me, that's too expensive. And a lot of times I don't get what I want So that's why I after the boxes, I'm like, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna get any more of these. But they're 100% harmless. So if you want to buy them, sure. I just don't think that I would get much out of them, and I they don't really appeal to me as much as it doesn't appeal to me enough for me to go out and buy these loot boxes more than you just get them regularly.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe now, especially after seeing people who don't have Overwatch, who don't play Overwatch, don't really know about it. All they know is that there's extra stuff that you can buy that adds to the game, or you get stuff faster, and they just hate it.
It's
Now,
a microtransaction. That's
it's
it.
a microtransaction.
So therefore bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing: if it's like I said, cosmetics doesn't affect the game, doesn't make you better as a player. Like I said today, if you bought 10,000 loot boxes, if you buy 100,000 loot boxes, it doesn't make you any better at the game. It doesn't give you some fucking higher standard. Doesn't give you any of this. It just makes you deck yourself out and stuff that you personally enjoy more, like skins and costumes and sprays. Like sprays are fun, voices are fun. When you get player of the game, you can get your own animation or a cooler animation than the default one. That stuff's cool for people who enjoy it. And I can see the addictive nature of opening loot boxes because it is fun. It's like
It's so
gambling.
nice. Dude, 50 in a row is so nice. Okay, let me put this in perspective. So, we were originally going to do a video of us unboxing loot boxes, but my idea was like so that we could all see each other's boxes at the same time and have a conversation while we're doing it. Like, that would be unique and fun. So, we were saving our first level 10 up to level 11 boxes, which, as we'll get into in just a second, it's very quick. It's very easy to level up in the first levels. So we were literally suffering to not open those boxes, those 10 initial boxes. And when we finally went to open those 10 boxes, it was such a relief and it felt so awesome. Look, opening those 10 boxes in a row, how'd that feel?
It felt good. Not $10 worth of fun for me, but it was still fun and it was enjoyable. And it wasn't like, oh, this is so awful. I just felt that for me, it wasn't worth it.
Mogo, how
But
you
I can
feel
see how
about the
it's fun.
boxes?
It
Huh?
felt satisfying. I quite enjoyed it. Actually, it's always like a surprise to see what you get. It's kind of like me opening up chests in Dota. It's kind of built the same way, where like you get them randomly. So you don't know what you actually get or whatever. And I always like getting like certain cosmetics for my characters. It's just always cool to walk around with this really nice skin, even if it's a recolor. Some recolors are better than others, and that I really like that. I like the idea of the loot boxes. I'm not completely against them. Buying them, on the other hand, I'm not sure. It's really hit or miss at this point, so I couldn't really tell you. I mean, it's up to you what you want to do with your money. I mean, if you want to take the chance and get possibly the thing that you really, really want out of the loot boxes, or just get jack shit. It really comes down to luck of the draw.
Now, this is the last thing that Fazio, how do you fall on this whole loot box thing?
I think that it's absolutely fine. I mean, it's purely cosmetic, so therefore it doesn't change anything with the game, so it's absolutely fine.
All right,
At
so
least that's my opinion.
let me drop a little bit of knowledge here. All right, let me sort of defend this mathematically. I almost feel like saying the name of this article, the name of this website is a dirty word, but the Polygon did a really decent article. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Did a decent article about the leveling required in Overwatch. So the first level requires 1,500 experience. Everything goes higher until level 23. And then once you reach level 23, everything levels up after 2,200 experience. The only thing that's notable there is after level 23, everything is the same amount of XP per level. So they calculated that you get around 10% legendary drops, which are the skins that everybody wants. And you get about 8 to 10 per 100 boxes. I actually got more. If you look at this video here, I think I got like 6 or 7. But anyways, it would take you about 800 boxes to collect absolutely everything. And they also calculated that it would take you, if you said that the average game would get you around 2,000 experience, and it would take around 8 minutes on average, it would take you, let me find this here. Okay. It would take you 738 games to earn 100 boxes.
Whoa, Jesus Christ.
So I just want to put that in perspective for you guys. 738 games to get 100 boxes. Okay? Now, if you were to play, it would take, okay, so now if you were to unlock everything, it would take 1,000 to 1,200 hours to unlock everything legitimately without buying any boxes. Do you have 1,000 hours to play on this game? Do you think you're going to play 1,000 hours of the lifetime? That's a lot of hours.
Yeah, I plan on playing.
1,000 hours? Moogle, how many hours did you have in Dota?
1,600 hours.
So you're gonna turn this into a Moogle game?
Depends if if I end up enjoying this game, which I am, I'll probably be playing it for a lot longer. So maybe it might be the next game to rack over 1,000 hours. Who knows?
Yeah, it's a great game.
It's a great
I
game.
can see that.
But the point I'm trying to make, though, is that it is a large task to get these boxes.
Lootbox. Oh, absolutely.
It would take you approximately, okay, let me see what the calculation they did here. They did something about, like, it would take you X amount of time. Oh, here we go. So, if you spend 2 hours a day playing Overwatch, you'll earn about 90 boxes a month. Ooh, there's Nyaga. Yeah. Look at that.
That is a pretty cool skin.
Look at that.
Ooh, the Raw? Ooh, that's pretty dope.
Not Sunyata. Sunyata's better.
I like Raw. He's kind of cool.
Sunyata's better. Look at that. He's decked out in gold.
That's good.
Ooh, bought that. Mm-hmm. Yep.
To that intro.
This is... Oh, yeah. But I never get play of the game. Like, it's so hard to get play of the game with him. But look at that. Ooh.
Oh yeah, these Reinhardt skins are really freaking cool.
Reinhardt.
So, anyways, so that's my stance on the matter. That it takes you, it's gonna take a legitimately long time to get that stuff. And what I was able to do with the money that I spent is get the shit that I was most interested in, get that out of the way, and build up a nice base where when I get duplicates, I'll earn money and I'll be able to buy more stuff that I legitimately want. Of course, I don't have an interest in unlocking absolutely everything because there's characters I don't even play as. So why do I care about unlocking their stuff? But the way that it is right now, I can get stuff that I want, and I have a solid foundation of ways to earn coins now based on $35. And really, again, the opening of the boxes was what really brought me the joy. So I'm comfortable with my purchase, and I want people to feel comfortable with buying what they want. You know, there's people that buy hookers, there's people that buy
Lots of stupid shit.
yeah,
Love
buy
Live
dumb shit.
Blu-rays.
Love Live Blu-rays. Yep. Yep.
Gee, I wonder who you're talking about.
Yep. There's people that buy cats. You know,
What?
there's
Jesus.
you know,
The
the
people buy
cats are fun.
Battleborn.
Yeah, there's people that buy Battleborn. You see what I mean?
Yeah. People that buy Shenmue 3.
Oh, come
People
on.
that
it's
buy
not
Mighty
that-
Number 9.
Oh,
It's not
absolutely.
that bad of a game. It's just bare bones as shit.
People that bought a lot of stupid shit.
So that's my deal with the boxes. I am not arguing that you should buy the boxes. I'm arguing that you should buy whatever you want. You know?
There you go.
You want to go to Taco Bell and spend $35? That's on you.
Oh shit, dude. Do you know how much shit you could probably get for that? Oh, dude.
You get
Just
like
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
like
should. You know, you should do.
fucking
No,
hard shell
40
tacos.
actually. Well, I mean, for me it was 35, but for you it'd be 40. Go. You know, you should do Lupo. Go to Taco Bell. Spend $40.
Mm.
Get-
Dude, I
get-
can't eat $10 worth of that shit.
You can't eat
You get one of
$2
the-
worth of that shit.
No,
You
it's
get
too long.
you get like 20 hard shell tacos with that.
Yeah,
Set.
buy like fucking. I could buy like fucking 20 quesadillas.
Oh, quesadillas.
I love quesadillas.
Yeah.
Oh man, the chicken quesadillas, the Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
No.
And the
Maki
steak. I
Bell.
like the steak. I like the steak quesadilla actually.
Really?
I
I don't
actually-
like the steak at Taco Bell.
I like the chicken quesadillas. I'm with Lupo on that.
Yeah, cheese quesadillas alright, but chicken quesadillas are whew, that shit's
Quesadilla.
S tier.
S tier.
Taco Bell's expensive, dude. Taco Bell's the cheapest fucking place ever. Come on.
Dude, everybody knows Arby's is the best fast food.
Fuck
place.
Arby's,
Oh,
dude.
I had Arby's the other day, man.
Could've
Yep,
eat-
yep.
I could have eaten at Arby's.
Oh man.
Fuck that shit.
Arby's has a lot of
Simpsons were
delicious
fucking
food.
dead on
Nah,
correct.
Nah. Arby's
Uh-huh.
delish.
No,
A
dude.
lot of
fuck
delish.
Arby's.
All sorts of
God.
delish.
Dude, Arby's is fucking Zarya tier.
Oh, mercy tier.
Wow.
Nah. McDonald's is mercy tier.
Wow.
Wow.
Fuck Arby's, dude. Who agrees? Arby's is gross.
I fucking love Arby's. Fuck you.
Fuck
You
all.
fucking suck a big one.
Arby's stinks. It sucks.
You know what?
That's Arby's.
You know what? Go eat your fucking diarrhea-induced Taco Bell.
What? Taco Bell. I barely have Taco Bell. All right. If I go to a place, I don't go to fast food as often. Yeah, I don't usually get fucking that, but fuck Arby's. Arby's shite.
Hmm.
Bad.
Don't like it.
I do not like it.
Hmm. It's unfortunate,
Just
man.
eat.
Maybe one day you'll learn
Oh,
the value.
learn.
Oh yes, the value of a nice, nice Arby's meal. Get yourself a beef and cheddar with the candied bacon on there.
Hell no,
You
man.
like the candy?
Yeah, ketchup.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, I feel bad to end the show on Overwatch because I'm probably in the YouTube. I'm probably gonna have to put a timestamp and say stop watching after this point. And a bunch of people left the live stream, which hey, you know what I mean. No hard feelings. We already announced it. We knew this was gonna happen, but you know what? We wanted to talk about something we're passionate about. We got an hour out of that, didn't we?
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
So this
Really, we
is something
like-
we wanted to talk about. Something we were happy, and yeah, almost 200 people. 200 people stayed. Listen to us play. Talk about Overwatch. So if you stayed, hope you enjoyed it. Hope maybe you learned something. Maybe you learned, you know, something about that. And when we do the Overwatch Endure, we'll you know, we've done our homework and we'll do it justice. But if you like Overwatch, more power to you. If you're playing on PS4, you should add us and play with us and shit. Yeah, we made a Discord group for people to come into. It's an experimental Discord group. You know, we're not overly committed to it or anything. We don't know exactly how that's going to work out. But we have our little like temporary Discord group that I'll actually, I guess I can put it in the chat. And you guys can join. The only thing is we want people to talk in voice. And the only reason why is because this game requires coordination, requires
Absolutely.
teamwork. So, I mean, it would really be best if you could do voice. I mean, like, it's not... Like, I mean, I guess we will play with people that don't have voice, but I mean, let's be honest here. We do want people that are going to talk in voice. That's what the goal is. That's why we're making a Discord thing for people to play with us. So, that's the Discord link for people in the chat. I'll include it for the YouTube people. I also tweeted this out. So, that's our experimental Discord for specifically for Overwatch on PS4. I want to make sure I'm clear about that. And like I said, I mean, we will play with people, I guess, if you don't have a mic. But I mean, we're gonna prefer people that have mics. So like, if it comes down to it, we're probably gonna play with people that have mics over people that don't have mics. And again, this Discord is just sort of like temporary and shit. This isn't like a permanent hangout or anything like that. So like, if we don't end up using it, don't feel like it's something against you. We just made this for the hell of it, and yeah. So I guess people can just sort of hang out. I see people already coming in there. Just hang out in there, do whatever you want. But yeah, we'll be using that for Overwatch every once in a while. But yeah, please, if you can, use a microphone and talk with us so we can collaborate on this. So, is there anything else we want to talk about before we get out of here and actually play Overwatch?
I don't want to play Overwatch right now.
Wait is killing me. Let's just end it.
All right.
Just fucking play.
All right. So, thank you guys very much for tuning in. We hope that you appreciated the first half of the show. If you did not appreciate the last half of the show, we gave you every warning. And on the YouTube, if you made it this far on YouTube and really didn't want to hear about Overwatch, I'm sorry. But we'll put every disclaimer that we can. We'll put timestamps in the descriptions and all that kind of stuff. And that'll be that. So next week, we probably won't talk about Overwatch as much. No promises. But this is release week. It was important to us. And we liked it. So there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll start to sign off. Is there anything else we want to talk about before we... Oh, beeping the fucking Overwatch.
What?
Dude,
Unbelievable.
Dracula said something to you in the chat, Fred.
If you don't invite me to Overwatch, I'll ban you from my life. Hop on that mic.
Yeah, I said get in the call first, you loser.
Step right up.
Damn.
As McCree would say, step right up. So let's get out of here, Mr. Kaz. Where can we find you? What have you been up to?
You can find me on Twitter at Kaz, SoK, and I've been up to waiting until my copy of Overwatch arrives. So.
Well, you will end your suffering soon, my friend.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Mr. Torres.
What?
You doing your wavy impression?
Are y'all still talking about Overtrash?
Oh, you mean that game? That game that you don't have? Oh yeah.
Don't play trash games. I'm just playing. I'll get it later.
Uh-huh.
God damn, y'all acting like fucking Mugo in this call. Holy shit.
So are you gonna do your outros, or are you gonna?
No.
Mr. Fastfuck.
Well, you can find me on Twitter at TTSBB1. You can find my YouTube, which is Freddy Fastfuck. And you can find me on Twitch at TTSBB1, where I may or may not stream a couple of matches of Overwatch with the squad every now and then. Just have to look out for my Twitter and see what comes up.
Mr. Lipple.
Back in the saddle again.
Wow.
What's up? You can find me at anywhere. Loophole 572. Don't need to look for any special other things.
Even on E-Bombs World, right?
Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck just happened? Jesus Christ. No, dude, what the fuck? You don't even know what you're laughing at. Okay. All right, real quick. I fucking plugged in my PS4 charging cable right into my thing, and the fucking USB thing got fucking stuck in the PS4, so I slid it out, and where the USB part is, it's stuck in the PS4 now.
Slide it out of the slot.
Fuck. You like fucking do this shit.
Oh, you fix your Xbox. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Take the plastic covering off of it.
Okay. Dude, I can't get the fuck.
Mr. Toas, take 2.
Oh, fuck. I thought...
Jesus fuck.
Sorry, go on.
All right. You can find me at Twitter at AmazingArtist89 for a lot of art stuff, and I be tweeting a lot of random shit. So follow me there.
Sweet, the streaming extraordinaire, Mr. Pickle.
You can find me on What the fuck are you laughing at?
Mr. Pickle.
He's
There's a place called Mr. Pickles.
Mr. Pickle.
Fuck that idiot and fuck
Stu
every place that
Pickles.
existed. All right.
What?
Anyway. Yeah, you fucking bombs world, bitch. Anyway, you can find me under Moogle Fantasy on YouTube, and you can find me on Twitter under Mog Fantasy, and you can find me on Twitch under Moogle Master 102, where I will probably be streaming a lot of Overwatch and maybe some other games. I need to get back into streaming, and I need to get back into doing videos again. So that's pretty much it.
And you can find me on Twitter at TIHYDP, the acronym for This Is How You Do Play Overwatch Night and Day. You can also find me on YouTube.
Trash.
Fred Fucks on YouTube, 2 channels, animated avatar, non-animated avatar. You can find us on YouTube, Sons of Kojima, or SoKast. Check us out there if you missed this live stream or part of it, or if you tuned out for the Overwatch stuff and you just want to like look back and see if we did anything interesting, which probably at that point we didn't, then you can go check that out. If you are on YouTube and you want to check out the live stream, you want to be in the chat and do other stuff, then you can check us out every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, hitbox.tv/Sons of Kojima. And that about does it for us. Thank you guys very much for showing up. Thank you guys very much for tolerating our Overwatch. We're genuinely excited about it, and we don't want to restrict ourselves. This is a fun show of ours, and we want to have it be an extension of us, and we've been consumed with Overwatch, so how could we not? Again, if you didn't hear from the top, we are moving Let's Endures to Sunday in order to preserve our sanity, preserve our sleep schedules, and because we now have more freedom to do things throughout the week. So, our lozengers are moving to Sundays. So that means none tonight. So that means we're leaving now, and we're going to go play Overwatch.
Uh-huh.
Okay? We love you. Go fuck yourselves. Good night. We're going to go play Overwatch now.
Over trash.
Yeah.
It's high noon somewhere.
Jeez, love.
Yeah, right.
The cavalry's here.
I think I'm going to pick man.
It's a perfect day for some mayhem.